The Bob and Tom Show.
From the people who brought you the sounds of Halloween and the sounds of Christmas. The Bob and Tom Show proudly presents the audio collection, The Sounds of Thanksgiving.
Marvin, who changed the temperature on the oven? My yams are burning. My yams are burning.
Yes, if you can't make it home this Thanksgiving, we'll bring the holiday home to you with The Sounds of Thanksgiving.
You're overcooking the turkey, Roger.
The turkey's fine, Alice.
It's not fine, Roger. It's going to be all dry and crusty.
Alice, the only thing dry and crusty around here is in your pants.
Oh, my! The Sounds of Thanksgiving. And we didn't forget your stoner brother at the dinner table either.
Yo, dude, could you pass me more of the gravy? You guys ever try mayonnaise on Jell-O? No, Gamma. Those brownies ain't for you.
The Sounds of Thanksgiving will keep you stress-free by reminding you that you're not actually dealing with the show that is Thanksgiving with your family.
Kimberly, your cat just peed on me.
That's a pillow you're petting, Uncle Clarence. You just pissed your pants again.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't forget your drunk, socially awkward teenage nephew, Clayton.
If I get the biggest part of the wishbone, I'm going to wish that the girl next door keeps shaving with her curtains open. My mom says it's okay for me to drink bourbon. You ever look at the website Beaver Hunt? I'm thinking about becoming an astronaut. I'm not hungry. I just snorted the last of my Adderall. Hey, who's that hot MILF?
Quit staring, Clayton. She's your aunt.
Feeling empty and all alone? Get Bob and Tom's The Sounds of Thanksgiving and rest easy, knowing that it could be worse. You could actually be home.
Get off my back, Larry. It's not stripping, it's burlesque.
You and the horse you rode in on, Mother.
And if you order right now, we'll throw in for free The Sounds of Black Friday.
Stand back, please.
From Bob and Tom Audio Production.
Is there a baby crying there? Yes, I think. Yeah. All right. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Here we are on the show.
Thank you very much.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
With her actual leopard skin scarf.
That's exactly right.
She skinned it herself, tanned the leather. And
I was on a hunt last week.
She was on a hunt, everybody.
Oh.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Lots going on over here at the sports desk. I got a handout today with sports.
Really?
Wow. Right here. And here's Tom.
Oh, yeah. We'll certainly look forward to that.
An accompanying handout, as they say.
I've got an early morning request. Mr. Godwin.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a hint. The hint is headbutt.
Oh, I remember.
Wind beneath my wings.
Hey, that's the best part of that song.
You were mine. Right at the end, they headbutt.
That's very nice.
If only.
Okay, we'll get there. So I can give you in a couple of minutes. So you know what I'm talking about over there?
I do, from Friday. Yeah.
Nice little request here.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you two meet today off the air?
A couple hours
briefly.
ago.
He had a dog issue when he came in.
Oh, boy.
You had a dog already. You've had a dog issue and an app issue, but the app came through for you.
The app
today.
worked this morning. Yeah.
What was the dog issue?
Nothing. I couldn't get one of the dogs to poop last night, and I'm out there talking to her.
Maybe she didn't need to.
Yes, but if she doesn't, they can only go so long. So we got up this morning, went for a nice long walk.
Well, I think the world is full of dog owners who take their dog out for 20, 25 minutes, nothing.
Yeah.
Put them in their crate, and they crap in the crate right away, right?
Well, no, there's no indoor crapping, excuse me, to use your...
Is that right?
Well, maybe your dog is constipated.
No, she's fine. In fact, both of them had a little bit of a treat. And
I want a yes or no out of you right now.
Yeah.
Do you feed your dogs Metamucil?
No, I feed them a proper dog food. Thank you very much.
You could see why I would be skeptical. You eat Metamucil like it's...
Americans don't get enough fiber in their diets. I don't want to go into this. Talk to your local
Let a
physician.
Metamucil biscuit for your doggies.
Would you like some? I have a...
Yeah, and he offers
No,
it
I'm
to-
good.
He offers it to us like they're good.
They taste like cardboard.
Horrible.
They're delicious.
They are not.
Orange quart cardboard.
We have coming up, we have a song from Pat. You want to give like a little sports teaser?
We had a Monday night game, and the Buffalo Bills are 5-5. That's right. The Denver Broncos, who at one point this NFL season had 70 points scored on them. All of a sudden, they're a decent NFL team in Buffalo, Orchard Park last night. The Broncos win 24-22 with a walk-off field goal by the Denver Broncos. And that's the 6th walk-off field goal this weekend, extending the record. They already had 5 from Sunday, and last night was 6.
A lot of
walk-off
very
field
close
goals.
games.
Very exciting games all weekend.
And
we had Rookie of the Year in Major League Baseball, National League, and American League. And Jim Harbaugh has some comments about what's going on there at Michigan. And
He's going to court with them.
That's what he says.
By the way, we'll find out who won our Big Green Egg Mini Max for Week 10. We'll be finding out who won. You think too many...
I don't think I can't
Many
think
people
of any
Denver
other than Denver fans would pick the Broncos last night.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
At stake, the Big Green Egg Mini Max for what will be Week 11 beginning Thursday night. So go to bobandtom.com/contest and get your picks in. You don't have to pick against the spread. Just pick the winners. It's fun.
Speaking of at stake, you could have steak on your Big Green Egg. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Now, a couple quick things here. Pat, this is a request from a truck driving Army veteran who lives in Michigan. I'm skeptical.
That sounds like he's hitting all your hot buttons.
Well, I love our truck drivers, love our veterans, and
anything about loving the Beatles or Ed Sullivan or
but if he did something,
Hello there? Did he say
something
hello
about
there in
the
there?
Beatles or Little
Cornet
Feet,
Blue or
that would have been the perfect letter.
Car 54. Where
Maybe we should compose the perfect letter to get a request on.
Maybe so.
From me. But he wants to hear a song from Pat that referenced a story that I have. I've dug it up right here. This involves a headbutt. In Florida, a soccer coach was arrested for headbutting a referee during a game. The Collier County Sheriff had to respond to the Eagle Lakes Community Park in reference to what is called here a battery accusation. The coach, 43-year-old Jose Garcia, told deputies the referee, Mr. Juan Mendoza, had made a bad call. They argued, and Garcia got himself a yellow card. He earned a red card when he allegedly began screaming profanities. That's when, allegedly, Mendoza kicked Garcia out of the game. The 43-year-old reportedly headbutted the referee in the face.
Yikes.
Ow.
Yikes.
Before leaving the field. Mr. Garcia was arrested on one count of battery of a sports official. Now, first of all, as we know, in soccer, you got to hand it to him. He stuck by the rules.
Sure, no hands.
Didn't hit him with his hands. Yeah.
Right.
So there's at least.
Have you ever been headbutted?
No.
No.
Have you?
Guys, yeah, sure. Yeah. When it goes down on the street, I hang.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that is.
I'm quite a handful.
It hurts.
You damn right it does.
Boy, a headbutt in soccer is going to be very messy.
Hey! Messy.
Little Lionel Messi humor.
Lionel Messi.
Pat, you ready in there?
Yeah. Call and response on the chorus, fellas.
Okay.
Ladies. It was a bad call, we all know it. No need to shout about it. Ain't no big deal, coach got mad. Let's try to work around it. Listen. You can hit a ball with your head, but do it to an official and he's gonna see red. You see, you don't have to headbutt a referee. Don't have to headbutt a referee. No, man, you don't have to headbutt a referee. Don't have to headbutt a referee.
Thank you very
Get
much.
it out, baby.
Thank you for the request.
Oh, you didn't shake the guitar like I like.
Can
Oh,
be.
like that.
I certainly
get a pick
appreciate
stuck.
that. Also, explanation needed. Someone wanted to know, we were doing Today in History yesterday,
Yeah, like we do.
and we had this fact. In 1999, Garth Brooks hosted Saturday Night Live, and the musical guest was Chris Gaines. And someone wondered what that meant. And do you want to explain what that was all about?
Yeah, Garth Brooks had this alter ego. He was sort of an alt singer, and they were going to make a whole movie, and there was this whole thing that was going to revolve around Chris Gaines. But when the album came out, it failed so miserably, they dropped all of it.
Just about took a record company out. But it was, he had created this character and did an album and everything. And then Chris Gaines, you may recall, mostly famous for being the spokesman for the new Coke. Went very well.
Wait a minute. Are you saying Chris Gaines was Garth Brooks?
Yeah, that's correct.
What?
Garth's great.
First the Wizard of Oz, now this?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So that's why that was kind of a cool thing.
Maybe had a wispy soul patch.
Yeah, and like his hair was brushed over.
Real emo sort of looking.
Yeah, it didn't work, but it was an interesting idea. Now, we have other things coming up in the news. Christy, can you give me just a couple quick teasers?
Yeah, we have a very interesting story about Chuck E. Cheese, and those of you who love the band, remember the band at the Chuck E. Cheese?
I love the Chuck E. Cheese band.
Who didn't? The gorilla.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. What do they call it? Is it animatronic? Is that the word? Like, they're robots.
Yeah.
Like they have at Disney.
They don't have them. They're all just monitors now.
Well, we may have a band out there still.
I hope
Isn't that the...
hope they go on tour.
Isn't that the movie? Like Five Nights at Freddy's or something? Is that
it's a twisted version
characters,
of that, darker,
Oh. You mean the Chuck E. Cheese band is in the movie?
Kind of, sort of.
No, it's a takeoff.
It looks like it.
I think it'd be great if the Chuck E. Cheese band toured. Wouldn't that be great if, like, opened for the Eagles? Hey, Steely Dan can't make it, so we have the Chuck E. Cheese band. No?
Yeah, that would kind of piss a lot.
Eagles forced to resign from music business.
Actually, I think the Doobie Brothers have taken that slot for the near term if you're going to go see the Eagles. Great show, by the way. I saw it recently. Now, I want to talk about the season. It's out there right now. You can hear, of course, every station will be doing that story. This is the price of Thanksgiving this year. Your turkey is going to cost 4 cents more a pound. All right, enough. Let's have some fun. That's where HelloFresh comes in. Let's get some of that stress out of the holiday season, especially now. You're going to be extra busy for the next couple weeks. HelloFresh wants to help you out with some of your food planning with the best meal kit in America. HelloFresh has, of course, always the same situation, which is they do the shopping, they do the measuring, you just put it together. You're talking about fresh ingredients, of course. And in the holiday season, they've got a bunch of stuff at the fresh HelloFresh market that's going to be just perfect for Thanksgiving. But let's talk about just those day-to-day meals. HelloFresh famous for their 15-minute meals, quick fixes to get you up and running and out the door in the morning or in front of the TV at night without too much of a hassle, a lot less food waste. That's the beauty of HelloFresh. They've got a special offer right now, free breakfast for life with the code BTSHOW-FREE. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShowFree. One breakfast item per box while the subscription is active is the way this works at HelloFresh.com/BTShowFree. What are you looking on it over there, Kristen?
Well, this is a great taco recipe. You probably don't think about the citrus turkey tacos with pickled onion and Southwest crema. We all do tacos. Taco Tuesday is a legend. Why not mix up your Taco Tuesday with citrus turkey tacos? 30 minutes on the table and 6 easy steps with HelloFresh.
And they got all kinds of stuff, quick and easy, and, of course, every kind of food from vegetarian to good old-fashioned comfort food. See what I'm talking about? HelloFresh.com is the place to go. That code you're going to need is BTShowFree. HelloFresh.com/BTShowFree. We're coming right back. We have some interesting stuff about the Chuck E. Cheese band and a couple cool food stories and a great story about a big win betting on the NFL. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
A truck driver distracted by a
Andrew
GPS
Johnson, too.
unit crashed near the intersection of US 278 at Arkansas Highway 24 early Monday, spilling a truckload of spaghetti sauce. Camden Police Sergeant Corey Saunders said the spaghetti sauce truck was headed to Dallas about 3 a.m. when the driver became distracted, overcorrected, and rolled over after crossing the center line of the highway. The driver suffered minor injuries, but there was sauce all over the road.
Oh, dear God, 2,000 quarts of blood. This is the worst accident I've ever seen. Stand back, there's blood everywhere. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a garlic bread truck?
Yeah, exactly. They just mopped it up with a bunch of garlic bread.
Oh, isn't that the best?
Yes, it is.
God, I'd rather have that than the spaghetti noodles, just the sauce and the bread.
What's wrong with you? How dare you put pasta down?
I can't eat a whole Kit Kat bar. I can't eat spaghetti noodles. They go right to my hip.
But I like the bread part.
Better than the pasta?
Yes.
No, the bread's lovely and the pasta's great too.
Here's what Tom's doing. Telling you what you like.
Of course he is.
Okay.
I'm
You
used
know
to
you
that.
like the pasta.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
Could we have an intro for this feature?
We need something like boop, boop, boop,
or just playing Baby Elephant Walk.
And
now Josh Arnold shares one of the fattest things he's ever done.
And broken toilet seat doesn't count.
Now this is fatter. This is fatter than telling the guys on the phone when you order Chinese takeout that you need 4 sets of silverware when it's just you.
No, it was faking that there was somebody else with. What's that, honey? 2 orders of crab rangoon.
Okay.
If you say so. I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
My favorite news story of the year today.
Yogi in disguise.
Christy, can I just read you the headline? Because this really is mostly about you.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I know exactly what story. It involves bass players. That's all he's going to have to say.
Yes, it involves a scientific study of bass players.
Yes.
And this is the greatest story.
The over-under on musicians Christie's dated, I'm going to go 12. Dated.
Oh, by dated, he's it's kind of a vague.
No, one date, not necessarily.
Ace is back there giggling. Over, under, 12?
Over, under 12. Ooh. Should I take the over?
No, now I have to think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Put pen to paper.
But bass players in the news in a very positive way.
What do you define as dating?
Watch my. You see this finger?
Don't do that. No, that's not a date.
That's not a date.
Wait, so we're not talking bedded?
That's not a date.
Thank you, Josh. No, we're not talking bedded.
I'll say so. An intimate encounter in the back of a car is not a date.
I'm going to say no.
And
I'm
I've
going to
never
say
had that, to be honest with you.
You rode somewhere.
Hang on a second.
In the car with him, and he was driving.
Okay.
That's a date.
You have never had any kind of an intimate encounter in an automobile or a truck?
Not in the back seat.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
And under the categories are
defense,
potpourri.
The defense rests.
Potpourri.
I'd like to call Mrs. Christie Roadhead Lee to the stand, please.
No.
Well, you can do more in the front seat than that.
Potables, famous American.
Once again,
truck bed sex.
I rest my case.
Listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Larry Reeb. Now, Larry, you are from...
Chicago.
You just got a great Chicago accent.
Well, originally I'm from a little town, Dwight, Illinois. It's a farm town. There's a mental institution and a women's prison there.
Really?
And my parents met. Here I am. But yeah, I live in Chicago.
Are you married?
I've been married 10 years.
Oh, how's it going?
Good. I think us guys need good women, don't you? Women keep us in line.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's why most axe murderers are single. They were married, their wife wouldn't put up with that. Put that axe down. You're not chopping anybody. You have to take the garbage out. Take the ski mask off. It's summer, you idiot.
This is Reno Collier, and you're listening to Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We have a handout for sports this morning. It's very exciting. I've prepared something for everyone. It's going to be very interesting.
I didn't get one.
I know. And so we're going to
I didn't get one.
Go right ahead with everything. You two are going to be the audience that are amused at what's going on. There, how's that taste?
Okay.
Okay, so this is how we begin sports?
This is how we begin sports. It has
Can we
nothing
turn
to
over
do
the
with
handout
sports.
yet?
Not yet. I got an email this morning. I get many, many emails here at the sports desk. And
How does one email you?
And this one was an advertisement for old school T-shirts, it says.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and I would like for Josh to read it. Josh, flip it over. Everybody can flip theirs over now. And go ahead and I had never heard of this. I don't know what's going on, but there you go. There you go,
Wow.
Josh. Start at the top.
Sure. This is an all-new throwback tee.
Yeah.
And it says... it's for Leon Phelps Skanksgiving dinner.
Leon Phelps Skanksgiving dinner.
All skanks under 250 pounds invited. There will be beer and turkey loaf.
And there's a picture of Leon holding a plate.
That's right. And evidently that's Leon Phelps. I don't know who this is. I've never heard of this guy.
I believe Leon Phelps is Tim Meadows' character from The Ladies' Man.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense.
Because that's who that photograph is.
It just faintly looks like Tim Meadows. Yeah. Leon Phelps Skanksgiving dinner.
You wear that to the table.
Yeah. How about that?
Family
Tom?
would love that,
All
wouldn't they?
skanks under 250 pounds.
And turkey for me, turkey for you, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey.
Very nice.
15% off if you use the code. That's exciting. There you go. I'd never heard of Leon Phelps.
What other kinds of shirts do they have? Have you did you click on this thing?
I can if you'd like. They've got all sorts of tees.
Well, while you do that, why don't we play a little bit of a appropriate Thanksgiving song? How about that one? Here it is.
Well, they both make a living in their bare feet. Catching one is like a trade, and both of them have body parts for sale. They both advertise juicy breast. Some you eat, some you caress, but only one is better, deep fried. Turkeys and whores, turkeys and whores. I love them turkeys and whores.
Turkeys and whores.
They both strut around with feathered hair. Both get stuffed like a teddy bear. Both have the same nickname, the gobbler.
Gobbler.
Some are big, some are small. Both are fun to butterball, but only one gets eaten in the end. Turkeys and whores. Turkeys and whores. I love them turkeys and whores.
Turkeys and whores.
Now, if you catch one, here's some advice. If you find a pecker, just be polite. Tuck it back up just behind the giblets. One's only popular this time of year. Both leave you grinning ear to ear, but a whore will charge you more if you want seconds. Turkeys and whores. Turkeys and whores. I don't mind spending extra on the trimmings. I get sleepy on Thanksgiving from turkeys and whores.
Turkeys and whores.
Thank you very much. One of the Thanksgiving classics, turkeys and whores, in honor of the Leon Phelps Skanksgiving dinner.
That's right.
T-shirts. Anything else of interest in that website there?
There's several radio stations here from across the country that have their radio station T-shirts. They have, for instance, the 1975 Cincinnati Reds batting lineup T-shirt.
Oh, cool.
Of course, the Big Red Machine, Rose, Morgan, Bench, Perez, Foster, Concepcion, Griffey, and Geronimo, and Don Gullett was towing the slab that day for the Reds.
Wow, that reminds me, by the way, yesterday we had the Rochester, New York the Toy Hall of Fame announced the winners.
Sure.
And they picked some good ones this year.
Yeah, baseball cards, Nerf, the Fisher-Price corn popper, Cabbage Patch Kids.
And baseball cards were admitted into the Toy Hall of Fame.
They were.
Interestingly enough, except for the Pete Rose cards.
Disagree.
They are all pulled. They are not allowed to.
I see.
The nation. Never mind.
They have a T-shirt of the 1982 World's Fair that was held in.
Wait a minute. What year? I didn't hear what year.
1982 World's Fair.
Okay, with Expo 67 was Montreal. 82.
When I tell you, you go, oh, that's
Seattle?
right. No, no.
I don't remember.
No idea.
May through October 1982 in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Really?
Really?
I don't remember that.
The 1982 World's Fair. There you go.
Huh.
How about that, Tom?
Didn't get the publicity that Expo 67 got, did it?
Certainly not. Certainly not. And that turns out that's where the Expos played, was Olympic Stadium for the longest time.
Do they still do World's Fairs? Is that
I
a thing?
don't
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
The World's Fair? Yeah, because I had a friend go to one last year, 2 years ago, maybe before COVID. But
Wow.
yeah.
Why?
There was a World's Fair right
There
before
are some
COVID?
people that go places, Tom, that like to travel and get out of the country.
I'm with Tom on this. What are you talking about?
If I want to go to see a lot of people, I'm going to go to, I don't know, Kings Island or Disney World or, I don't know,
Okay,
Disneyland.
that's fair. Fair enough.
Somewhere that's
Vail, Colorado. Someplace, where you can have fun, ski, ride rides.
Oh, look at this, Tom. They have ABA basketball T-shirts. It's a
Cool.
pretty cool site, actually. Yeah, all sorts of
Well,
things.
if you're an ABA fan, by the way, if you're looking for a great gift, there's a terrific charity out there called the Dropping Dimes Foundation that is helping out the guys from the ABA, those great basketball players. You wouldn't have the NBA where it is today without the ABA back in the day. And it's an outfit called Atlanta Sports, and they donate the money from these beautiful basketballs to some of the guys in the ABA. And by the way, the NBA has stepped up to help out some of these fellows that are now in their 70s and 80s, many of whom sadly have gone. So if you get a chance, go to Atlanta Sports if you want to buy these beautiful, I've got one, there's one in back of me, these beautiful ABA original licensed ABA basketballs. Makes a great gift for super basketball fans out there. Now, oh, by the way, I don't have the script, what am I saying? I don't have the story in front of me, but I do know this. A good friend of the show, Dick Vitale, has reported that he is cancer-free.
Well, that's great.
So some great news for Mr. Dick Vitale, for Dickie V and college basketball fans everywhere. Dick had been having a pretty scary time there for a while, but he reports he's cancer-free, so good news for Mr. Vitale. And now, it's back to sports with Chip McGee.
I don't know if this is a joke or this is an actual place. I tend to think this is a joke. They have an Al Green's famous food T-shirt.
The Reverend Al Green, the singer?
The singer, I think that goes back to when he got grits thrown on him by a jealous lover.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, then he got burned, right?
He got really burned, yeah. So I think they have a T-shirt commemorating that, I think.
By the way, I'm not going to play it. I just want to interrupt the show for just a second.
Okay.
Patty G and I were going back and forth yesterday. Pat sent me a clip from Soul Train.
Sure.
Of Billy Paul singing Me and Mrs. Jones.
Live.
Why aren't you going to play it?
Because you guys just get mad when I play it.
No, that's not
And the
true.
live clip?
Because it probably proves that he doesn't have a list.
Right.
Oh, of course, no, just the
really.
opposite, actually. It is, but you realize what an incredible singer Billy Paul was.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. And he
On Soul
doesn't
Train?
have a lisp.
Well, on the Soul Train live one, when he gets to Mrs. Jones,
He really
He's not
does,
just lip syncing. They always lip synced on those shows.
no,
back in the
I think
day.
he's got a
No, he's doing a
mouthful
lot.
of-
That doesn't,
mouthful of chiclets.
Me and Mrs. Jones doesn't really lend itself to dancing the way
No.
Soul
That's
Train,
true, yeah.
right?
But
No, but
he did it, though.
They would occasionally on Soul Train, they would introduce a classic ballad.
Okay.
I mean, it's worth googling and watching it. The guy is just brilliant. After you sent it to me, Pat, I took the dogs for a walk and I was playing it over and over again on my phone.
Oh,
It's great.
They loved it.
What a sad
The dogs loved it.
existence you
Oh, they
lead.
love it. they really prefer classic soul to contemporary hip hop. Funny enough, I'll just play a little bit of it for you.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with the song, this is a great vocal. the notes this guy can hit. Don't you wish you could sing like that? I'm Pat. You can kind of sing like that. You got a great voice.
He's got that R&B thing going.
Man, it's beautiful, beautiful. If you get a chance, Google Soul Train and Billy Paul, and that's sports.
Okay, no, it's not.
Oh, sorry.
Monday Night Football. Will Lutz, the kicker for Denver. And now here's Tom with a limerick featuring Will. Once was a man named Lutz who was
he once kicked a friend in the nuts. Let's see.
Some call him a putz.
But he had a really nice butt.
Butts
attracted all the sluts.
All the sluts. But no one over 250.
That's right.
No.
You know those game shows in Japan where they're always, remember the one where they had the machine that whacks guys in the nuts?
Hilarious.
That'd be cool if they brought over an American kicker from, a football player from the United States of America.
And
was
to
a
have
kicker.
him place kick you in the balls?
Yeah. Ooh. You know what we're talking about, Christy?
Sure, I remember
the game
that.
show where they had this machine that whacks guys in the nuts.
I think, I'm not a doctor, but I think that really might cause some damage.
I would think.
Yeah, one can only imagine the disclaimer.
Like dress him up in his uniform, the whole thing, cleats, and
man.
How about this? Not actually kick him, but the guy's standing there with his hands behind his back, and they kick the ball into his nuts.
Even with a cup on it.
Oh, that's a better idea.
Yeah.
I recognize a better idea when I hear one.
Yeah.
And that is.
I like that.
Soccer or football?
Football.
Yeah, football.
Wow.
Or soccer for them. That'd be fine, too.
No, but the soccer ball is going to be the globular aspect of it might make it less painful. The football, theoretically, the pointy end could go in and really damage the guy.
Yeah, man. That's true. Man, either way, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Would you?
Do you have a list of people that you'd like to put in front of the football that have kicked in the nuts?
Oh, do I ever?
I have a list of people, but not necessarily all of them have nuts.
It still hurts. It would still hurt.
Oh, look, she caught it.
No surprise there.
Wait a minute. She called for a fair catch.
Anyway, Will Lutz got a do-over and kicked a 36-yard field goal as time expired. And the Broncos won their third straight, rallied in Orchard Park, home of the Bills Mafia. 24-22 win over, it says here, sloppy, turnover-prone Buffalo Bills. Lutz, I'll give you an example of sloppy. The place kicker, Lutz, got a second chance. He missed wide right with his first kick, 4 seconds remaining for 41, but the play was negated when Buffalo was flagged for having 12 players on the field. Oops.
Man.
Come here, Coach. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What was what was job one when we have a field goal? What's job one?
To have the correct amount of players on the field.
And in accordance with that, do you count the players on the field? Did you this time? Did you count the players?
I didn't count the players.
You didn't count the players. You did not count the players.
No.
I think if you had, we could have called timeout and taken a player off.
Yeah, we had too many, didn't we?
Yes.
Can you imagine if you had...
Let me tell you something. I like it that you're taking the blame for it.
Hey, look.
Thank you.
That is painful.
Yes.
As one of the former engineers used to say, that's going to be somebody's job.
Yep.
Remember that guy? Every week. That's going to be somebody's job.
You know, his wife-to-be told me that if I didn't go on a date with her, she was going to marry that guy. And
So
I
you're the
said,
one.
okay.
Best wishes.
And then they had cake and wine in the church basement. Remember that?
No air conditioning. It was hottest I've ever been.
I did not
Are
attend.
they still married?
I do not know. That guy's dead.
He's not.
And they're not married.
No, he got fired, all right. God fired him. Okay.
Ouch.
How about that?
You think he's up in heaven going, this is going to be somebody's job?
Hey, Peter, come here.
If anything happens to any of our electronics today, we're going to know.
The Bills go to 5-5. They had turned the ball over 4 times last night with quarterback Josh Allen, formerly Superman, threw 2 picks and losing a fumble. The year before last, they lost 6 games on the entire season. Last year, they lost 3 games. They've lost 5 already this season.
Oh, boy.
And there's talk on the street that the Las Vegas Raiders might be the best team in the AFC.
Wow.
Have you heard this?
I've heard that.
That's what I thought. I just made all that.
You know, what's your bet now? If they make the Super Bowl, you
If the Raiders make the Super Bowl, was that right?
Yeah,
did I bet on that?
Yes, you did.
You said you would get Ace a jersey?
I thought it was monetary something.
Yeah, I thought it was $10,000.
Yeah.
It eventually became.
Buy him a new car.
It eventually turned into, I'll get him a jersey.
Yeah, you'll get him a jersey and then fix his rear window.
Yeah.
He won't let you.
We're only up to the second week on that being broken. Give the man a chance.
And Taylor and Kelsey are not dating. There's a hill Ace is going to die on.
Yeah, why pick that one?
Why? Yeah, no
I
kidding.
don't understand.
I'm sorry.
I
Is
think
that
he's
sports?
jealous. No, more sports coming up, including Major League Baseball and the AL and the NL Rookies of the Year. We'll talk with Jim Harbaugh. I'll give you a quick preview. Jim Harbaugh had some comments yesterday about the controversy going on at the University of Michigan with the sign stealing. A reporter asked him, do you have any response to the sign stealing? And Jim said,
I do have chickens. I have chickens. Yeah, we have chickens. Yeah, I'm the one who takes care of them.
Okay, we'll have more of that coming up.
Chickens?
What?
I feel like he may have dodged the question.
Is that what he did?
He just wants to talk about his chickens.
Okay.
And we're gonna let him.
Well, thank you very much. Let's see, where are we here?
And I want to tell you that this is coming up from a guy who grew up in Columbus, Ohio. I thought the way they handled Jim Harbaugh as he's on the plane flying to Penn State, telling him that he's suspended for the next 3 games, that was kind of, you know what I'm trying to say there, for telling him then. You know, they could have, hey, before you head to the game.
Now, was he allowed in the stands?
No.
I know he wasn't allowed on the side.
Well, I think he could have snuck in, probably, yeah. But he was.
Maybe he could have used the disguise that his assistant coach used when he was videotaping the other team's games illegally.
You can't have it both ways here. You love all things Michigan. And Harbaugh's a Michigan man, baby.
Okay, some call it gamesmanship, others call it cheating. Speaking of games, why don't you enter our game, our pigskin competition? Week 11 starts Thursday night, so you've got a couple of days to get it done. All you got to do is pick all the winners, and you could be the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini-Max. Rules and regulations apply, blah, blah, blah. Check it out. Once again, bobandtom.com/contest. This part of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. This time of year, it can be a little rougher, I think, for a lot of us. And sadness may creep in, a lot of anxiety. Maybe there's too much going on. And a good time to consider therapy. And the beauty of BetterHelp is, besides the fact that it can be extraordinarily helpful to you as a person, the beauty also is that it's so convenient because everything is done online. It begins with a brief questionnaire, and you will get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And then what's happening? Well, then you can do the therapy at your convenience online, as I said. You schedule it, and it can be done talking back and forth, like you're on the phone, or it could be a Zoom call type of situation, even texting. Whatever works for you. That's where BetterHelp is different than everybody else because it's so convenient. So find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. To do so, go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Do it today and get 10% knocked off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by our friends at BetterHelp. Once again, coming up, an update on the Chuck E. Cheese Band. Oh, I hope they're touring. I hear they're opening for the Eagles. Oh, that's the Doobie Brothers. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife. I get a lot of corn and wander around the pen. Have a drink of water, then I have some corn again. A feather sticking out, a pecking on the ground. Come on, check me out. I'm strutting all around. Dangly noodle hang thing, growing off my face. Looking good, only thing to say is my big brother Jake, he always was the smarty. He heard that November ends, we're going to a party. Going to a party, I'll be the guest of honor, where they will present to me a red pop-up thermom. Had a little dream, all the good china. You know I like cranberries, lighting the candles. Pass me the rutabaga. Any corn left? I'm getting kind of sleepy. You ate too much? Boy, I'm stuffed. I am a turkey bird. I live a turkey life. I got me 13 turkey kids and a little turkey wife.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pig Skin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. He's itching to get out of here. It's Chick McGee about to go on vacation. Christy Lee is right next to me. The guy doing the clapping is Josh Arnold.
It's the Bob and Tom dance.
I'm glad that we're back. I just suffered through 6 minutes of Josh and Christy shopping for candles.
No, we weren't. You weren't even paying attention.
Yes, and then Josh goes, "I've got a coupon."
No, we were looking for an avocado tool.
Yes.
You tool.
And you know what?
Oh, I'm
Yes.
I
we
do
did.
have a coupon, and what's wrong with that?
He goes, I'm going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond today because I have a coupon, and he'll get a coupon.
I'm going to get candles and an avocado tool.
Yep.
What are the
a pennant, a T-shirt.
What kind of candle are you getting?
What flavor candle are you looking for?
I like pumpkin. That's right.
Oh, now's a good time for that.
Yeah.
Good time of year.
I'd object, but I happen to have
Do you ever go
pumpkin
into a
candle myself, so end of my
Do
objection.
you ever go into a store and pick up something and you don't really look at the price and you take it up to the register and they go $101.98 and you go, what? I did that.
$101.98?
I bought 2 candles. You know those 2 little wooden candles I have on the kitchen counter?
Yes.
Those are $50 a piece.
No kid. I mean,
I couldn't believe
That's why off the air I asked Christy, why are candles $95?
Yeah. And I said, what?
Because people are stupid enough to
And
pay it.
being a media darling, I couldn't say, well, I just need to put this back.
Yeah.
I'd rather not pay $50 for a candle. But I said, I'd wipe my butt with 20s. I don't care.
Oh, boy.
Now, was it an anatomically correct phallic candle of some sort?
Yes, I could use it to aid my masturbation. That's right.
Oh.
I should probably use
Something
help
from the
instead of-
Liberace.
Christy, to answer your question,
What was my question?
when you guys were
you.
talking about avocados, you asked if there was an avocado vodka. 10 best avocado drink alcohol recipes. There are, yes,
You can
something
make
called
drinks
avocado
I'm
vodka.
sorry, what? Avocado too, Tom.
No.
I think Chick does also.
Avocado. That's a Russian. That's a Russian bluegrass band. No, avocado.
Avocado, Uvacock, we've all
That's a
got it.
Genesis song, isn't it?
I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Did that? Are we back on the air?
We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I mean, and that's the difference. I mean, when you spill something and you rent it, you think, maybe next commercial.
Mm-hmm.
But you own it. Like, I got to get that up right away. That's my floor.
Yeah.
And suddenly it's your floor.
Yeah.
You know? But I do love the...
Are you handy?
Very, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, because if they can't find you handsome, they better find you handy. And,
I have a hat that says that.
You should take it down to Napa.
I think Phil just made the quotes page.
Yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah,
If they
that's the
can't
truth.
find you handsome, they better.
And they won't find me handsome because I'm not. And I wish I was. I mean, I really, because that's a break.
Yeah.
Some guys are lucky. I mean, some guys were born with "make love to me" good looks, and I was born with "ask him, maybe he knows where it is." Good looks. That's what I got. That's very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Wow.
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you know where the handsome men that we have sex with are?
I think they're down the beach.
Yeah. And everything, you know this is true because everything a handsome guy does is cool. Everything. They have a messy haircut, doesn't matter. You know, they wear jeans that are all ripped up, torn, frayed.
Looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I wear ripped up, torn, frayed. People put money in my coffee. You know, they say, I feel bad for that kid.
How many women have you? It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Bob and Tom
are coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We got an email for Christy.
Oh, really?
And there's Tom. Of course, always busy when we're coming back from the commercials. He's reaching around. He's
doing a reach around?
Who doesn't like a reach around?
There it is. Getting some sort of drink from the floor. He's got a sweetener all ready to go.
May I show you guys something I received?
Yes, please.
Yes.
This came in from Kevin Babler, and he wanted to congratulate me on my album, Half Fat.
Yes.
And he made me a customized wiffle ball bat.
Whoa.
And it's got the Half Fat guy there with my head on it. And,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Man.
Very cool.
From Big Flies. How amazing is this?
That is beautiful.
Takes me back.
Knowing that my brothers and I play wiffle ball all the time.
Plastic bat and
That's
ball.
great.
Yes.
Afternoons.
Half Fat wiffle ball bat.
And Half Fat, of course, dropped on November 3rd. It's Josh's album. And number one over the weekend in the comedy chart.
Isn't that crazy?
Josh recorded live doing stand-up comedy. Speaking of which.
When was it released, Tom?
It dropped November 3rd. Sorry. So it's out there right now. You can download it, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to be teaming up with Josh and Willie G and Patty G and Jeff Oskey coming up this Friday night. We will be in Wisconsin. Our show is going to come to you that morning from the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. And 2 shows Friday night. The first one's already sold out. Details will be found at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort website. I'll give you some more info on that coming up. Once again, good news coming out of the world of basketball. This guy, Dickie V, good friend of the show, Dick Vitale, reports that he is cancer-free. The announcer, Dick Vitale, a former coach, Dickie V had been dealing with a pretty serious issue, and he reports he's doing great, so that's certainly some good news.
Why were we talking about headbutting?
Because of the soccer player?
In Florida, a soccer match, the coach head-butted the referee when he didn't like the call, and the ref threw him out.
And then you came up with the idea that we should take a place kicker or a soccer star.
Well, I was saying, and then Christy noticed the same thing, which is that he didn't use his hands when he assaulted the referee. I'm not saying that assaulting the referee was a good idea, but at least he kept within the rules of soccer by headbutting him, you see.
There you go.
Rather than punching him in the face, because it's no hands and it's soccer. Then we thought those Japanese game shows where they have the machine that whacks people in the nuts and stuff. We thought maybe bring an American football kicker in to kick a football into the groin would be a pretty cool stunt.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
This email from David reminded me, for Christy, actually, didn't Christy get headbutted by a horse?
Oh, yeah, I did. I guess that does count, doesn't it?
Didn't you have a really bad black eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, whole face, my whole side of my face.
That's what she said happened, a horse headbutt.
Oh, no, I definitely got headbutted by a horse.
I got headbutted in a soccer practice and it broke my nose.
Really?
No kidding?
Yes.
Did they have to come over and click it back into place or
The
anything?
doctors had to mess with it,
Yeah, Dr. Dick's lap.
Man, it was. Yeah, I did go to Dr. Dick's lab. A consummate professional in spite of his name.
Dr. Richard Slap.
Never once tried to slap me with his. But yeah, he fixed me up real good.
And I believe it's Slape.
Oh.
Dr. Richard Slape.
Coming up in sports.
Here we go. We've got the Major League Baseball Rookies of the Year, Baltimore Orioles infielder Gunnar Henderson and Arizona Diamondbacks outfielder Corbin Carroll.
Oh.
Both unanimous selections for Major League Baseball's Rookie of the Year awards last night. A bettor in Florida, here we go, won $5.5 million after the Houston Texans beat the Bengals in the last few seconds of Sunday's game. According to reports, the bettor placed a $500,000 four-leg NFL parlay.
Oh.
If you're wondering, yeah, that's how you win $5.5 million. You got to spend money to make money. He opened it with, he placed the bet with Hard Rock Sportsbook. The four legs of the same game parlay were the Texans beat the Bengals. The Texans and Bengals go over 44.5 points, 44 in the hook. Texans running back Devin Singletary scores a touchdown, and Singletary to go over 51.5 rushing yards. Hard Rock Bet posted about the big parlay payout onto Twitter, X, of course, X, Twitter. ESPN notes that this is one of the largest payouts on a parlay bet ever reported.
That's awesome.
By
Man.
That must have been so exciting.
Can you imagine?
What I want to know is, was he or she watching the game alone?
Here we go.
I mean, can you imagine toward the end of the game, because it was won in the last second?
Sure.
Because the guy stood to lose $500,000.
Right.
That's a $500,000.
That's a lot.
That's
But you know how a gambler thinks. I lost even more, though, because I should have bet $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
The thing you doesn't say in the story, the guy probably is now even on the year, maybe.
Remember when you used to go to Vegas all the time, or the Bahamas, so we could bet on the sports book back in those days? And we had someone in our party who would always come back from the casino saying, "Hey, I won $500. Well, I just won $700. But she would not say how much it cost her to win $500. She left that part out. Yeah, she left
that's
all
not how
that
you
out.
talk about that.
No.
You either go I'm up or I'm down.
I'm up or I'm down.
But
That's
that's
what you
just... Wow, who's got that kind of money?
I have no idea.
$500,000. And that's a really risky bet.
You got to spend money
Sure
to make
it
money,
is.
Tom. This is the bet you like, though. You like that?
Oh, I love the parlays because they're fun.
Super Bowl.
So does Willie. They're fun. Any kind of, multi-legged bet like that.
You like to bet the Super Bowl, like a number of fumbles and
I love stuff.
over under,
Yeah.
field goals, the first score is a touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all that good
Can you
stuff.
do that on every game, or is that
Yep.
just a Super
Yeah,
Bowl
these
thing?
days you can do it on almost any.
Wow.
Yep. Any game, anytime.
And
There's something
I'm-
I could bet on right now.
I'm not sure at what point the authorities at the casino steps in and goes, okay, we have to approve this. I mean, when you walk in and, can you just go up to the window and lay $500,000 on...
That's always been one of my dreams. You go in and buy a car for cash.
Yeah.
And you go and make a bet, and they go, hang on a second, I'm going to have to have this okayed or something.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Go get the casino boss. Go, well, I'm sorry, we can't cover this. Oh, really? I guess you don't have the balls to cover my bet. And then Robert De Niro comes out and take his money. That's right.
Coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, we've got, what do we have? Olympic sports. There's a problem because, first of all, there's a problem with what sports are going to be in the LA Games in 2028. The bigger problem is, though, it proves Tom is correct, which we're all going to have to put up with.
So sorry. I will not say I told you so.
When we come back.
Also coming up, pet psychics.
That's right.
Is your cat psychic?
Pet psychics, and the source on this, the distinguished Wall Street Journal. This isn't from the Inquirer. And a really interesting story about how you don't want to name your kid a name that when they move to America may be offensive.
You know how we've always talked about that dogs especially have a sense of smell that was crazy.
Right.
We can't even comprehend it. I read an article yesterday that said dogs can tell when your scent goes away from wherever they are. They can tell that you're due back. That's how they measure things. So when a scent goes away, go, he must be coming back sometime soon. That's how they know when you're coming back.
Wow.
So they can smell for that long.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Okay, good to know.
They got big noses, too.
Okay, yeah. Also coming up, a cool golf world record. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed
Police in Athol, Massachusetts.
Where?
Sorry.
Where?
Excuse me, we had to beep you there.
Athol.
Spell it.
Athol.
That's a thole.
Nope, it's Athol.
Isn't their sports team the Flames? Oh, no, they're the Flaming Athols.
Oh my God.
Well, at least
Is that actually? I need.
What
proof.
do you mean?
I need proof that that's a town.
It is not it's the majors. Thank you.
The Major Athols. Oh, wait a second, I'm looking.
Police
this up.
in Athol, Massachusetts have named a new canine police dog after New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski.
Oh my God, it's a real place, Christy. Population 11,584.
That's a pretty big size.
Nice size town.
Yeah.
That's a big Ethel.
Speaking of big assholes,
That sounds to me like the big
let's get back to the sports desk.
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Well, yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skill it, air fry it.
Oh, we're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. But you cook the cheese, I guess. But
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
Can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Of course, our house band today, the Black Moods.
Smack Tom, Smack Tom. It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again. Smack Tom, Smack Tom, Smack Tom, Smack Tom.
I'll handle the lyrics.
And we smack Tom.
Bob and Tom.
On the plane ride home, it reeks of weed. Drug-sniffing dogs, they all agreed. My suitcase smells like stems and seeds everywhere I go. Smells like weed, my hair and my clothes. Smells like weed, maybe I shouldn't smoke so much weed. Yeah, I enjoyed that too.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train. All the way across the country overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large. and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and Way, pal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and Way, pal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get through it. There's Norfolk and Way, pal. We're gonna do it.
Ask for us by name, overnight by train. Norfolk and Way, pal. Norfolk, Virginia.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom.
And it continues today.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Yes, there's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee with a Victor Wembanyama update. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Sports rolls on.
Yeah, I mentioned Dick Vitale is doing great. He had a battle with cancer. I bring it up. Dick, an old friend of this show, and there's an article in this morning's Washington Post. I'll read the first line. Dick Vitale has claimed victory in his latest battle with cancer, but his recovery process mandates a delay in his planned return to the airwaves at ESPN. So just thought we'd let you know about that. An old friend of this show. Before we move on, there's always a bit of controversy on this program about Billy Paul and the great song "Me and Mrs. Jones." And Mr. Godwin and I are both big music fans, and so we were going back and forth. Yesterday afternoon, Pat sent me.
None of the other, we don't enjoy
No, we hate music.
No,
we don't listen to any music ever.
Pat and I were going back and forth, and Pat found an old clip on YouTube of Soul Train.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a great clip, by the way.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And you talk about cool.
Boy, oh boy, your mutual ass kissing knows no bounds. No, that was a great clip. Oh, thank you, Tom. You really viewed it well. Well, thank you.
But it was Billy Paul singing "Me and Mrs. Jones." The band wasn't there. Presumably, he was singing to a recording of the music. But I mean, the guy it's his beautiful voice, just spectacular.
So if he was lip syncing, and if he
no, it was an instrumental track.
If he lisps, how do you know it was an instrumental?
Because it's a different take in the vocal. You can hear it right away.
Yeah, it's a tremendous vocal. It's just
people that don't enjoy music like you guys.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he's got me there.
Right. If you ever wish you could sing it. But anyway, I have always contended that he has kind of a lisp after hitting that great note that me and it's just amazing. Yeah. But I thought it was kind of funny. We've isolated just the vocal here. With AI technology.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I'll play you just a little sample. What? Here's a sample. What did I say? Sure.
It was close.
Yeah, sorry. Here we go. This is. You'll hear isolated vocals here. Here we go.
Me and Mrs. Jones.
What a beautiful voice. Yes. But I had him isolate the part that is so controversial, in which I contend there's a lisp. And I'd like you to indulge me for just a moment and listen to this and see what you think. Here we go.
Me and Mrs. Jones.
That first myth is
it's full of soul. That's probably
yeah. It is certainly full of soul.
That's probably what's throwing you.
Yeah. And then viewing that video, I'm thinking maybe that's a denture issue. What do you think, Pat?
That's a possibility for the sibilants.
If you're looking for someone to agree with you, you ask Pat. There you go.
I'm just saying, check out the video. It's terrific.
Let's say he does lisp, and it is a denture issue. So what?
Good point.
It's still an amazing performance.
I acknowledge that. Oh, it's a great performance.
Well,
I
it
love
proves
it.
him right. That's the thing.
No.
Yeah.
That was not funny.
The life take is...
it's great. It's well worth it.
Okay.
A little bit of Soul Train.
Christy, when you were gone last week, he thought the biggest Led Zeppelin news in the world was identifying the guy on the cover of Led Zeppelin 4.
Did you have that story? It was huge.
I was on vacation. I wasn't reading the news.
Well, then you'll be stunned to find out that you've got a lot to catch up on.
We're gonna revisit that.
Yeah,
Josh.
before we get to the Middle East updates.
Yes.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin, the famous Led Zeppelin 4, which and a gutsy move.
I couldn't even tell you what that cover looks
In a
like.
gutsy
Did you watch
move.
Square in the Circle? They oh man, it's good.
Yeah,
They have
but
the
they
Kids on
released an
Rocks.
album. The album didn't even have the name of the band on the cover. Back in the days of big vinyl albums, that was quite a gutsy move. As I recall, I think
some
it was
old guy with some sticks on his back.
Not some old guy anymore. It's
We have a name now.
Leon
Who is it?
Lott or something.
Yes, it
lots of lot.
Kinda looks like-
Arnold Cramp.
I think it is Arnold Cramp.
a guy.
Looks like Van Gogh from here.
Back cramp.
You mean Van Huff?
Yes.
A guy did discover who that is.
Boy, there's somebody that has a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah, I thought it was
You know
fascinating.
what else he said when he found out who the guy was? I've wasted my life.
He was 69 at the time.
Led Zeppelin 4, and it was IV, by the way, Roman numeral.
Right.
Came out in 1971, which in Roman numerals is anyone? $100 if you get it in 30 seconds.
I don't know.
The show's over. It's a bearded old guy with a bunch of sticks in his back.
Yes.
Would have been a great album cover for the band Styx, except they're doing the River Styx, S-T-Y-X.
Ah, boy.
But anyway, it's a guy that made thatched cottages in Wiltshire, England. They discovered his name.
Boy.
We're
How did I live this long?
Down the road again on this.
Who cares?
His name was Lot Long.
Who cares?
Lot long.
I bet he's not long anymore. I bet he's
Withered, long, dead is what he is. What's interesting to me, though, is this guy actually looks kind of like Robert Plant looks like today. And by the way,
Robert Plant looks pretty damn good for.
I know, but he's let himself age. He hasn't.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't have a choice.
But a lot of these guys.
he didn't do
look at Wayne Newton.
Yeah.
He's got the jet black Elvis hair, the ridiculous.
The people that die there.
Plastic surgery.
Wayno's gorgeous.
The stupid mustache.
He's perfect.
So anyway, that was one of the big Led Zeppelin stories.
Okay.
I'll cover that here in our love of classic rock. Okay, I'm sorry. Is that sports?
Nope. We've got a, what is it, a Vicky Wem update.
Oh, good.
Now, we gave him the nickname, I believe Josh did that, didn't he?
What?
Vicky Wem.
Someone emailed me, now that we know he's Vicky Wem. What does he do in the
Did we
bedroom?
vote on that?
What does he do in the bedroom?
Yeah, in the bedroom. It's a wham bam, thank you, ma'am. A wham bam.
Is
Thank
that
you, ma'am.
nickname based on that Diggy Diggy Lie, Diggy Diggy Low song?
No. I just thought it was silly to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a reference to.
Not everything's a reference.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry. I thought. Are you aware of the Diggy Diggy Lie, Diggy Diggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the old
it's
Roger Miller?
Famous pitcher.
What?
No, not Roger Miller.
What?
Doesn't he say that in one of his songs?
There you go.
He's rubbing his forehead.
Who is this?
Square Dance Charlie.
Doug Kershaw, formerly Square Dance Charlie. That's right.
Doug
Kershaw.
And he said Clayton Kershaw. We always talk about it.
Yeah.
He did say Diggy. Yeah.
So it's not a reference to that.
No.
Okay, sorry.
We are out in the weeds.
So what have you got over there in sports?
Talking a lot, saying nothing.
Nope. Olympic sports bodies want urgent talks with the IOC about the risk of cuts in their revenue shares and athletic quotas at the 2028 Los Angeles Games because cricket and flag football and other newcomers have been added to the program.
Okay.
The IOC last month approved cricket, baseball, softball, flag football, lacrosse, and squash. The Olympic body also kept boxing, the pentathlon, the modern pentathlon, and weightlifting, despite their status being in doubt. The Summer Games sports umbrella group known as ASOIF, 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 says the 2000...
I took a whiff of your ass. What? Not asso whiff.
Hang on a second.
As.
Wow.
I have two questions.
I have three.
Who was that, and how are you going to defend it?
She just came out. I don't know.
She did, huh?
She.
Yeah, okay.
Just locked inside me.
I'm glad she's feeling confident enough to show herself
The
every now and
2028 expansion to a record 36 sports has raised several questions among their members. Some
They
don't
can't
care
keep
for it.
adding stuff. They should then they need to add a week to the games. They're watering it down. Why is American football? Why should that be in there?
No, it's not. It's flag
football.
Still, it's primarily an American sport, and you know how expensive it is for these countries to support a team in each one of these sports?
What do you mean? You got to get an airline ticket? They got hotels there.
I don't think it's that expensive.
They train year round. Right now, there are people that have been in Lake Placid for 4 years training for the luge and the
They
skeleton.
pay to train, don't they?
They pay to train. Who pays them?
I thought the parents paid for. That's how it was. If I ever wanted lessons in something, my folks had to fork over some money. That's not how it is for these people.
The idea is to have sort of classic sports.
Why make the Olympics when they have parents? They're not orphans, are they?
Yeah, what?
I mean, this year in Paris, they are going to have break dancing, which I admit is very difficult to do. But where do you draw the line? Is square dancing next? Ballroom dancing?
I sure hope so.
I love ballroom.
Welcome to the gold medal game. Square dancing.
They've added smoothie making and barista.
Not a bad idea.
Come on.
Hey, don't they still have the bobsled run open in Lake Placid?
Yeah, I think so.
Can I go there and slide down that if I want to?
I don't know if you could.
What do you mean? If I had the money to go down, they probably charge. They could charge.
Well, they're going to need an ambulance.
You'd go.
I'm sorry. They're going to need the coroner.
Don't they have that in Park City as well? Don't they have a...
I'll do it at Park. I'm not going to Lake Placid. That's where the giant crocodiles are.
No.
How's that?
Now, wait a minute. Do you think I would die if I went downhill in a sled?
I think any of us would.
On that thing? Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So on a bobsled?
I'd be screaming and laughing with joy.
Yeah. I guess we could tip over and break our necks, but...
And then I'd come in here.
You're going to Christopher Reeve it.
Oh, boy.
Ask me about sports.
Then between blowing into the...
Let me get some commercial.
Shit, got a boom boom. Do commercial break.
Guys, when I said break our necks, I meant we died from it. All right? Can we say that's funnier?
Can we leave it at death, please?
I make boom boom.
Coming up, we have
Sports.
a couple caught. What's the word? Flagrant delicto.
Yeah.
On the.
We have a Florida man and a Florida woman. You know what that means.
Is one of them Vicky Wem Wem?
It's like
Bang, bang, bang.
a hillbilly gangbang at the side of the road.
Oh, wait a minute. It wasn't Wham Bam. Vicky Wem Yem. Wem uses his Dicky Bam Bam. I had it all wrong.
Silly.
Dicky Bam Bam. Okay, thank you. Right now, I want to talk about a great idea for Thanksgiving.
What's that?
That would be an
Hide
engagement
the
ring.
jewelry in the dressing.
Don't do that.
We're not going to hide it in the dressing. I've already established that's not a good idea. You could put it inside the turkey once the turkey's cooked.
No.
Yep.
Then you kind of say, wait a second. As you're just about to carve it, you say, there's something in here, and you reach in,
I broke
There's a
two front
jewelry
teeth.
box.
and you pull out a jewelry box, wrapped in plastic probably, and then, oh, look, Did anybody see ABC National News last night?
No.
CBS.
No one talks like you do.
It was a great a moment in which this guy was visiting his teacher girlfriend, and he was reading to the kids.
Oh, I saw that.
Isn't that great?
A teacher girlfriend on the ABC National
And then he
News?
pulled out a ring and asked her to marry in front of the class.
That made national news.
Yeah, it was great. There was the kids went nuts. They were hugging. It was so sweet. We need a little positivity in the world right now. Come on, okay.
Did you listen to the Fireside Chat last night with FDR? Boy, that was something.
I was watching the national news. I know I'm the only one here that pays attention to the world while you guys are out there twiddling your yanking your tweets, or twiddling your
Hey, you leave my yanking out of this.
Throbbing your wand. What is it you do, Josh?
Dicky, dicky, bam, bam.
Yeah, dicky, dicky, bam, slam.
I thought we were getting engaged. What's going on over there?
Well, thank you, Christy, but you're already married. Steven Singer Jewelers.
That'd be bigamy.
Steven,
That'd be big of all of us.
Steven, and for some reason, Steven entrusted me to tell you about Steven Singer Jewelers because everybody else, we're having their Black Friday sale, blah, blah, blah. Every day is the perfect day to shop at Steven Singer Jewelers. Always the best value. And that's why the jewelers hate Steven Singer. He stands behind his real, natural, earthborn diamond jewelry, ladies and gentlemen, the real diamonds. He's got his unbeatable 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So if he or she says no, hey, no problem. By the way, free shipping, both ways, by the way. And no other jeweler has a better return policy than Steven Singer. And, of course, you can always upgrade. You got that diamond a couple years ago from Steven Singer thinking, maybe it's time we got that rock enlarged. See what I'm talking about? IHateStevenSinger.com. The man behind Steven Singer Jewelers is Steven Singer himself, and he has a lot of pride in his business, and I mean that. So check it out, IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, if you have a great way to present an engagement ring, would you mind emailing me? Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com.
Is that a hint?
Maybe get some, I'm not saying. Maybe just, I'm trying to help the audience, Christy. When you were asked to marry, how'd that go?
When I was asked to get married, how did that go?
When we come back and you tell us?
Oh, yeah, it's a fabulous story. Typical Christy
We'll
Lee.
be right back. Hubba, hubba. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You sent.
Miami, Cincinnati, Boston. I mean, it's...
I got you.
But no Houston?
No Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever. But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston hello there noise. If you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Hello there, Houston. Hello there. Houston.
I wish we did all of a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936. Beatles. Ed Sullivan. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston. Hello there. Houston.
Happy summer solstice, everyone. Longest day of the year.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
Heard this stuff from you. I hit a guy in the jaw and as hard as I could twice in somewhere in New York, Albany, New York. I just played the Palace Theater, and we were going to go get something to eat. And it was a restaurant attached to the hotel, and my bus was across the street because I always stay on my bus. And this girl came over and started talking to us at our table, and I don't know her, she her sister does stand-up in New York, and Vic Henley was the opening act, and he does stand-up in New York, and he knows her. So they were talking across the table. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd have shoot her away because I was trying to eat my crappy little piece of tilapia.
You must do very well.
She gets up and leaves, and she comes back, and she has her sister on the phone, and she's headlining a club that Vic and I headlined forever in Columbus, Ohio. And so she hands the phone to Vic. She sits down next to me, and Vic can't hear, so he gets up and walks away. And then a guy comes over to her. So some guy came up to me and asked me, a young guy, for an autograph. I said, I'm trying to eat right now. And this guy comes over, pokes her in the shoulder, and says, get over here. And she gets up real nervous and walks over there. And I'm like, man, what is this? And I see the guy walking over towards me. And he goes, how come you took a picture with my girlfriend, didn't take a picture with my son? Both of them were connected to this guy. And I don't know. I don't know anything. But he was standing up and I was sitting down. So I started to stand up and he shoved me back down in my chair. Uh-oh. And I'm like, all right, okay. And so it was ugly. It was a nice place too. Wine glasses, tablecloths, and it all went flying. And I got up and shoved him, and he took a big swing at me and hit me, but not really with a punch, but hit me and left his jaw just hanging out there. And I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You can't leave your jaw hanging out there. And I just, boom. And he called the cops and filed assault charges on me, or tried to, and the cops showed up, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
The old Chevy Chase shoulder kick.
So
it's hard sometimes. You know.
So now, and that's why now I have to have police everywhere I go, because probably nothing will happen, but if it does, I can't hit people.
Yeah.
I'm 61. I don't need to be getting in fights or anything. And Pat, who's not very big, but my guy, Pat, that drives a bus and manages my road stuff, he's a little guy in stature, but he's a 7th degree black belt. And so he actually got this guy in a sleeper hold from behind after I hit him. And then the guy started tapping him on the arm, and he goes, this ain't the MMA. You're going to the floor.
I mean,
Lord, help us, Lord.
You can imagine the twisting that would be involved.
There's a lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber.
Show's over.
Everybody out.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. She was just as bad. Yeah. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
Hi, this is Paul. And this is Storm. And we're Paul and Storm, and you're listening to...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Really Big Show. I'm over here at the sports desk.
Yes, you are.
Tom, looks like you're keeping track of something over there. Do you have like lists of things that we do and don't do, and you keep a tally?
Just working on some stuff over here. It's all good.
Is that right?
Yeah, I got a couple surprises as usual.
I have a surprise too.
What is it? What is it?
This is very big news in the world of culinary delights. As you know, I subscribe to the Fresh Catch, the Red Lobster newsletter.
As do I.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Don't be so modest. You were in the cover 3 weeks ago.
Well, that's because I own property in Cheddar Bay.
Okay. Of course. Holding a copy of your album, the #1 comedy album in America, Josh Arnold, Half Fat.
That's right. And you know what? I wouldn't be half fat were it not for the help of Cheddar Bay Biscuits. So thank you. Yes.
There you go.
I love those guys.
Red Lobster has announced for this Thanksgiving. They are serving and at the restaurants, and you can order for your home.
Oh, my goodness.
Cheddar Bay dressing.
Oh.
That's right.
Really?
They're cheesy, garlicky biscuits. They've turned into a stuffing.
Oh, my goodness.
And you can enjoy that.
Serious?
That sounds good, actually.
And my gosh, if I won't be getting 9 pounds of it.
Can you order it online and stuff?
Yes, our holiday sides to go.
This is a whole new industry. There's more and more people, by the way, are eating Thanksgiving out and going to restaurants and clubs, et cetera, et cetera. And all kinds of restaurants are stepping up. Of course, the famous, you talked about it before, Christy, I think the dressing made of sliders from White Castle.
Sure.
Very popular. And a lot of fun. But
I'm looking for an alternative dressing. Maybe I'll do the cheddar.
Okay, yeah.
Where does one get that?
Red Lobster. Yes, I'd say go to their website.
Yeah.
I of course have a link because it's they give me a special link. Yeah.
You have a Red Lobster credit card and the whole thing, I bet, right?
I am a member.
VIP, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
You know how sometimes when you get like a really good credit card, you have there's one person who works your account, like a specialized.
Oh,
person.
nice.
I have that with Red
Very,
Lobster.
very, very fancy. That's good. Now, we were talking about engagement rings.
Your personal banker.
And I've asked if you have an interesting way to present it. There was a thing on ABC News last evening at the tail end of the broadcast.
ABC National News.
That's correct. Yeah. Yes. Very fine program.
Who's that? Muir?
David Muir. Yeah, does a nice job.
Is he? He's the little. But his last name should be Coy.
In a world of very troubling news, very disturbing news most of the time. They had a sweet story about a young lady who's a great teacher, and she's teaching little kids, and God bless her. And her boyfriend came in to do a little reading for the class, and then
It's my boyfriend.
And then he leaned down and proposed on one knee. It was great. The kids.
one of
went
those
nuts.
kids? That's disgusting.
No. The kids were watching it.
That's great.
Sorry, I brought
So now
this
they're
up.
married and going to be happy.
No, it was just engaged.
That's super.
But Christy, you never. Is there an
I think
exciting
I
story
told
about your engagement?
She was in the car.
Thanks, Ace. That's it. I was in the car. That's it. That's over. It's over.
Ace knew. Ace knew. He wanted you to know he knew.
Yeah,
Because
he
I
knew.
listened.
Way to go, Ace.
Ace,
Good
turn
job,
your own
buddy.
mic off.
We could, I could come in here tomorrow afternoon and manufacture a short in that paper.
So, what was the story?
We were attending a black tie event.
In the car.
Not in the car. It was for a charity.
Yeah, it was a very, very, very large auspicious
Unlike you, I get out and help the community.
Yes, that's right.
Raising money, yachts for millionaires. Yes.
Yes, Did you know can you imagine there's a millionaire out here without a yacht?
Dock fees.
Yes. The whitest trash woman in the room, and you're saying
We
that.
have
Okay.
to stop the yachtlessness in this country.
It's a part of the KPA, kissing political ads.
By the way,
and,
I think you just invented a word. Yachtlessness. That is
horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, we're going to know that
I'm
we're going to know that the world's in a
I'm
good place
yachtless.
one day when they are concerned about the yachtless. So I'm sorry. So you were doing something
Anyway.
nice, helping raise money for a nice charity, and what
And I
happened?
was running late, and
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late, and my husband, my now husband, was on his way to pick me up, and he always says, "I'm on my way." He sends me a text, "I'm on my way," and I know he lives 5.5 minutes away. So I was outside.
He still lives 5.5 minutes away, doesn't he?
Yeah, till January 21st.
Yeah,
so I was outside.
That's going to be a.
Hey, stop interrupting.
Oh, sorry.
We're trying to get the story out, for God's sake.
I know. Oh, sorry.
So I was outside waiting for him and he pulled up and he started to get out of the car, and I go, "What are you getting out of the car for? We're late. We got to go." And I jump in the car and he looks at me kind of befuddled.
Yeah.
And he had a rose, and I go, "Oh, you brought me a flower." He goes, "Yeah, I brought you a flower." And now he's kind of, a little bit off his game. And he goes, "You look very nice. It's a very pretty dress, but I think you need something green to wear with that." And I went, "Green?" And he said, and he pulled out the box and he said, the mushy stuff. And my ring had emeralds in it. So that's where the green.
Lovely.
Didn't he
Yes.
just get it off his dead mother? Is that right?
His mother's alive and well, thank you.
Whoa, well, that made it.
Excuse me. I was. Thank you for replacing Ace as being the jerk in the
Wait a
story.
So how old is she? Like 100?
His mom?
Yeah.
She's in her, I think, early 90s.
Good for her. Now shut up.
Yeah.
Don't ruin this.
She's awesome.
She approves of you?
Coming
Yes.
You're gonna marry that.
Oh, God, it's unbelievable. I'm sorry. Christy, I apologize. I'm sorry I asked.
It's
She's
okay.
not
I
in.
mean, not everyone
I
realized.
felt bad I ruined his moment. I was like, "I'm so sorry.
No, no, you don't know.
You would have ruined the moment if you said, "No way in hell, Chief."
Yeah, that
That would have been
You
a
know
little
what?
rough.
I'm not going to say no in any situation anymore. I'm going to say no way in hell, Chief. From this moment on.
Now, we have, are we done with sports?
Have you ever asked somebody to marry you and they've said no? Anybody in this room?
I have not. No.
Pat?
They said no?
Yeah.
About 12 women. 13. Let me think.
You remember Pat's...
That's my first date. That's what I say on a date.
First date. My son loves you. Let's get married.
Here's a picture of him. Let's get hitched. Okay, what do you got?
Time for world records,
You
kids.
have a song, Pat?
I had a song.
Oh, wait a minute. Stop.
No way in hell, Chief.
We discussed in the hallway doing a song.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
okay.
Because we were...
Will you own this and say you made a mistake here?
No, I...
Go ahead. Say it.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Ace threw me off.
I was getting married in the car.
Christy was talking. Is this the one about Christy getting socked on the face?
No, it's the one that you decided on.
Then did you make
getting married?
Sweet, sweet love in the car?
Oh, that one. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
No, we were late for the event.
With the top down?
We have, yes, Christy, this is your,
What?
you've been married before.
Of course.
No secret.
Yes.
And
This
Pat
is known
wrote a
as the
song
setup.
Pat wrote a song about your relationships. How about that?
Okay.
In case you haven't heard about Christy Lee, she got married to her guy Andy. When he proposed, she said, "What the hell's one more? Welcome to the family." Christy's husband number 4. Her first 3 marriages just didn't stick. Christy was 0 for 3 and tied with Chick. And now he wants to date and even up the score. Who will win the title? Chick's ex-wife number 4.
Bring it, baby!
They say half of marriages will end in divorce. That number seems too low. I need to find out the source. Our show is 9 for 9, including my 2, of course. Even Tom and we all know he's hung like a horse. Forget the odds. We wish you both the best. We know your love is gonna pass the test. But just in case it doesn't and your marriage takes a dive, may we suggest Josh Arnold for your husband number 5.
Right here, baby.
Your husband number 5. One more time. Your husband number 5.
Lovely.
Great, Pat. Thank you very much.
Remember, we went over that. If Christy and I got married, it would be her 5th and my 4th. Welcome to Depressionville.
I just want to say that's not going to work out.
I'm proud of all you guys. Remember, it's better to have loved and lost than never loved to have loved at all, right?
That's exactly right.
You've never been married, right?
No, I haven't.
How's that going?
He can still love and lose. He doesn't have to get married.
I often do.
So you're calling, so you're saying you're still a loser, even though you're not in our club.
That's right.
It didn't cost you as much money.
So you're a lawyer-free loser.
Yes, that's the only
So
thing.
we've got some new words here: lawyer-free loser and yachtless.
Yachtlessness.
Yachtless. God, that's funny. Okay, where were we? I'm sorry. Is that sports?
There are luge tracks in Muskegon and Marquette, in Michigan, of course.
Yes.
And also just south of Michigan. Tom trying to save you some coworker grief by not mentioning Michigan here. So there you go.
You asked me if the
Lake
luge
Placid.
runs were open yet. I don't know.
The bobsled run in Lake Placid.
Lake Placid. I don't know if that's a year-round thing or not. But
I bet you it
I was just
is.
saying it's very expensive, and there are people devoted to that are practicing right now for the Olympics, the Winter Games that aren't for a couple years.
This is an email from Jay in Piqua. I used to work in Piqua. Piqua, Troy, Sydney, the Tri-Cities.
Very nice.
Breakdancing is one of the most athletic things anyone can do, Tom.
I understand that.
In the entire world. You all are so mad about that being in the Olympics as if they don't have curling as a sport to compete in. He says that curling is not a sport. For the love of God, stop.
Well, the origin of the Winter Games, European winter sports, that's the whole thing.
So if they broke dance on snow, would that be okay?
If historically that had been a thing, which it isn't. No, I'm not saying breakdancing isn't incredibly athletic. It's just not an Olympic sport.
You know what would be a fun
Why not do poetry writing as an Olympic sport then? There's no connection between...
What constitutes an Olympic sport then?
History.
History.
And something that is internationally, like, for example, basketball now has become so international. Look at the NBA, for God's sake.
Historically, they competed in the nude in the summer games.
They don't do that anymore.
I say we go back to that.
Yes.
At least for the women.
Especially in gymnastics.
Volleyball. Boy, yeah, she didn't stick the landing, but she did stick that flip on the bar. Yikes, they're going to have to get a crowbar to get her off.
Wow, look at that.
She's stuck to the pommel horse.
For the second time this morning, I'm going to say this. She accommodated that.
Well, I'm sorry. Would
it be funny if they're doing the breakdancing in the Winter Olympics?
No, summer.
Oh, summer, okay.
In Paris.
Yeah.
Paris, and then in 28, they're adding squash and flag football.
And that's in L.A.?
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
What if during the breakdancing there's a spill and like there's a little bit of water next to where the breakdancing is happening, and a janitor comes out to clean it, and he slips on the water, and he starts, as he's slipping and trying not to fall, he's doing all these cool moves, and he wins gold in breakdancing.
Oh, nice.
What a story. What a
sensation. I have a question.
Matt Damon is that guy, and Ben Affleck is his best friend.
Do you bring your own cardboard for the breakdance?
I don't know.
Just asking.
Why don't they make Goodwill Hunting 2? They moved away. He and Minnie Driver get married. And
I'm afraid to rewatch Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I fear that it's...
Yeah. It was lightning in a bottle.
I just want to yell at this. Quit your whining. You know what? It is your fault.
I just don't know how rich I want to be. I can't decide.
I don't want to be yachtless. Okay, well,
that's a great word.
Hey, Doc, I'm real smart and this girl likes me. Oh, what an awful life you have there, Will.
Yeah. Boy, oh, boy.
I don't remember if that's the movie, but I feel like it is.
She used to fart in bed. Oh, my God, what an exquisite ad-lib. Unbelievable.
You're fat.
Is that sports?
World records coming up, and McDonald's is going to make shoes.
What?
Huh? Really?
Yep.
Well, didn't we have Crocs from...
Son of a bitch.
These will be Ray Crocs.
McDonald's is entering the footwear game. The home of the McNugget this week is rolling out a line of custom-designed clogs in cooperation with Crocs.
Oh, my God. They are going to be Ray Crocs.
The fast food-inspired lineup will
They should
feature
do topsiders for the yachtless.
Yes, they
three classic Crocs and one Croc sandal based on McDonald's mascots Grimace, Hamburglar, and Birdie, as well as the chain's classic red and yellow color scheme.
Is this your teaser?
Here's, I'm just doing the story because you shat on it. Here's the Grimace Crocs.
They're very nice.
They could do slider ciders.
Ciders? Yeah, there you go.
Top sliders?
From white
for the yacht able.
For the yacht able, yeah.
Okay, very good. That's all coming up. We'll get to that interesting story on the way. Also coming up, we have this sounds like part of some kind of a Christmas song to me. The phrase "two uteri."
Two uteri.
Yeah. Do you know what that means? Two uteri, Josh?
I'm assuming double uterus.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, which sounds like a band, doesn't it?
Double uterus?
Yeah, so I'm open for the New Riders back in 73.
The New Riders. Anything from this century would be nice.
New Riders of the Purple Sage?
Anything.
Oh, great band.
Anything at all.
They've kind of disappeared, sadly.
23rd year of this century.
When we come back,
Nothing.
Also world records in golf. We have an unusual shaped male member.
Was it like a hook or
it's
like
worse.
a loaf of bread?
Yeah, worse.
Like a really
rocking horse?
And we'll be addressing
like a candle wick. Ooh.
We'll addressing the yachtless when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about. How we doing, fellas?
And Duke, I understand you've got a very special surprise for us.
You could say that.
All right.
Just did.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
This could be complete chaos.
Okay. That's what we like around here.
The bird of America has always been the bald eagle. But there's another feathered unsung hero too. Generation after generation giving up for the common good. Listen to the story, let the truth be understood. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey. My heart, I'm red, white, and blue. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey. A true American patriot through and through. 1, 2, 3, 4. The birds just split, flap, fly, and flutter. From the toucan to the tiny parakeet. Much meat. Put them with nuts, breadcrumbs, and butter. So, chop off my head and then turn up the heat. Eat me. Ha-ha, I'm a turkey. Stretch out on the sofa when you're through. Oh, eat me. I'm a turkey. Next day, I'll be a tasty sandwich, too. Now, turkeys have their splinter factions. Dissident birds, unwilling to serve. Foul, pinko, sissy, wimpy turkeys. That's right. But the major portion of these semi-flightless birds say, oh, eat me! Eat me! I'm a turkey! Yeah, penguins and parrots wouldn't be the same. Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey! Yeah, gobble me up before the football game! Oh, boy! Hattie, Gert, and Uncle Hank, get that wishbone and give it a yank! Let's take this opportunity to thank who else but me! A turkey, that's right! Eat me like the Pilgrims used to do! Oh, eat me! I'm a turkey! If I had a musket, I'd be eating you! I regret that I have but one carcass to give for my country. One good-looking turkey there, but we're going to stuff the son of a bitch. It's going to be really good, I'm telling you right now.
The turkey's being walked off the camera. We have set up the guillotine.
Oh, my Lord, look at that.
What was the budget for this?
Holy hell.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest bird. This thing's not going to kill me this way. On the face of the earth.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving from the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bravo.
Wow.
How'd you like your surprise, everybody?
Loved it.
I loved it. He's got moves. I had no idea he could dance like that turkey.
It was like watching a late night movie. You know, they've got the production values are a little less than you're expecting.
Yes.
Just enough.
You've finally done it. That was a surprise.
Yes, that was.
Thank you very much.
That was a delight.
Duke, nice work. Nice arrangement of a classic Duke Tomato song.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course, hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pig Skin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
We say a prayer, and then I go out and sing like "Devil Without a Cause," and I want to like I'm never going to sing it again.
I think
go forth and multiply.
Attendance at church would be a lot better if they did that. Is there often with bands there'll be one particular country, one like oddball country, where they're gigantic. Do you have any particular spots where you're bigger than elsewhere?
Yep, Louisville.
It's right next to Liechtenstein, isn't it? Yeah.
It's this weird country called Kentucky. Tennessee.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
Hi, this is
a surprise.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom says coming up is going to be a surprise. We all know how those go, don't we? Let's not kid ourselves.
Yes, and
no,
we
not
just
in this case.
Josh has coined a new word, yachtless. For those without a yacht, it'd be pretty much everybody.
Pretty much.
It's an epidemic, really.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
a yacht for everyone. That could be a political campaign.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right.
I always wanted a yacht so I could say, oh, where did I leave the deck of car? Oh, they're out on the yacht. That's what I like.
What defines a yacht? I've always wondered.
Over 38 feet.
I'm not exactly sure, but
That will be my political...
a larger boat.
A chicken in every yacht. Who wasn't going to have a chicken in every pot?
Every pot.
Yeah.
FDR? Was it FDR?
Yes.
I don't know. I forget which one it was. But that's a great slogan. Chicken in every yacht.
A chick in every yacht.
Oh.
Maybe, yeah.
Or a chick on every yacht.
Yes.
I'm going to be busy. Oh, you met a girl. Huh?
Yeah, lady.
But, I mean, maybe you should do it a chick or a fellow on every yacht just to cover both sides.
Sure.
Or whatever you're into, because you got to kind of make everybody happy.
That's the other cornerstone of this platform.
Well, maybe a lick on every yacht, because everybody can lick and be licked.
No, the tongueless can't.
You're right. That's a whole other charity.
Much the same way you can no longer have a walk-in closet because you're offending those on wheels. You can't. You got to worry about the tongueless. You ever heard their protests?
No. Hey, no, we won't go.
That isn't funny.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm laughing because it's not funny. By definition, you see what's funny.
A chicken in every pot has its origins in 17th century France. Henry IV reputedly wished that each of his peasants would enjoy a chicken in his pot every Sunday. Herbert Hoover never uttered the phrase, but the Republican Party did use it in a 1928 campaign advertisement. A period of Republican prosperity.
I see.
A chicken in every
Hoover. I think a chicken in every yacht, though. Hang on to that.
Okay. The definition of a yacht is a sailing or power vessel used for pleasure cruising or racing. So it doesn't necessarily mean.
I think it means of a certain size, though.
Well, that's what I thought.
I mean, you're not going to say, well, my yacht, it's a sunfish.
Yeah.
Well, it does. There's no
seats one
standard definition, although the term generally applies to vessels with a cabin that has, of course, a room for an overnight. Use.
I always wanted one of those paddle boats shaped like a duck. I thought those were fun.
Except you'd want one with a head on it. Not the head of the duck,
like
a bathroom.
What? No, you piss overboard. You don't have to have a bathroom on
What if you have to deuce?
You hang it over the side.
What if you have to get down off a duck?
You don't get down
off a duck. You get it off a goose.
You get down off a goose.
You just be quiet now. Is that sports?
It's irrelevant.
Is that sports?
No. Some bitch. Well, now I lost my story. There was a high school football team.
No, what about the Crocs?
We already talked about those.
I already told you about the Crocs.
Where do you get them?
McDonald's. McDonald's and Crocs releasing a line of $75 Crocs.
Jeez.
Inspired by Grimace and the Hamburglar. The home of the McNugget, says here, is rolling out a line of custom-designed clogs in cooperation with Crocs.
Rubble.
Probably Crocs.com is
So
where you get them.
you have to go online to get
Yeah,
them.
I would
Grimace,
think.
Hamburglar, and Birdie, as well as the chain's classic red and yellow color scheme. Also for sale be a number of McDonald's themed charms that can be attached to the clogs,
Are those
including
called gibbets?
French fries, the Big Mac, and the Golden Arches logo. The shoes will be released on November 14th, selling for about $70 and $75.
That's today.
Matching socks for each pair of shoes will retail for $20. Customers will be able to buy them at Crocs retail locations and wholesale partners. Oh, the birdies are kind of cute. They're yellow.
Did you know that you can get high-heeled Crocs?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Seriously, I'm not. Yeah, they got everything.
They have everything now.
We had Croc cowboy boots last month, but I tried to buy them. I was on the email list, and they said, hey, they're now available. I went, immediately sold out. They were already sold out.
I saw someone wearing the high-heeled Crocs.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, they were at a Coinstar machine. I don't know what that means.
Oh, Tom.
Pretty judgy.
It means they were yachtless, is what that
It does mean they were
Yes.
yachtless.
Okay. I'm sorry. Is that sports?
Actually, Crocs Crocs on yachts, I bet, are more common than you. Crocs are great boating shoes.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Great gardening shoes. You dispose them off.
The final score
It
between
begins and ends with topsiders. You landlubber.
Sorry. You keep asking if that's sports. I have more sports.
Okay, go ahead. Let
And
me
then
hear.
I try to do it, and you keep talking.
What do you got?
The final score between two high school football teams from Virginia was 104-0.
Whoa!
Oh, come on.
Phoebus High School of Hampton led Jamestown High School of Williamsburg 98-0 and had a chance to run out the clock. Instead, Phoebus went for one more score.
That's right.
A 28-yard
No.
touchdown pass. They're throwing passes
No.
on the game's final play.
Why not?
Fans of the Phoebus Phantoms cheered at Darling Stadium in Hampton, Virginia, as the team eclipsed the 100-point mark. The last-second touchdown did not sit too well with Scott Lambden, coach of the Jamestown Eagles. Lambden says, I was hot. I didn't feel that I had to tell him that you just don't do that sort of thing.
No.
No, you
just
don't.
don't not score.
The touchdown was the final indignity on a night Jamestown trailed 56-0 at the end of the first quarter, 84-0 at halftime.
Oh, come on, man.
What?
What do you mean?
You're one of those parents that wants them to call the game if
Yes.
the score's
No, but you put in the fourth string and,
Maybe they did.
Get the kids a chance.
No, you don't. They had the chance as soon as they walked on the field.
You don't humiliate them.
Right.
No, they humiliated themselves.
Yeah.
When you lose, you lose.
If you don't want us to score,
You can learn a lot from losing that badly.
stop it. Stop us, man. 8 seconds left. Phantom snapped the ball from shotgun formation. The team's third-string quarterback launched a high arching pass, pulled in by second.
I mean, is this one of those situations where the one school has 3,000 kids, the other one has 40?
How did I know you would ask about enrollment?
Well, because it's significant.
Because you're an idiot.
I mean, and I think we all know in local high school football, there's a lot of recruiting. I'm not saying when I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, St. Ignatius. I'm not saying they recruited, but they beat the Browns.
You mean the basketball team LeBron played for? Akron, St. Vincent, St. Mary's?
Oh, look at.
Isn't it important for kids to lose every now and again?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes, you can't say yes to your kids all the time. They'll have
but you don't have to lose that badly.
warped sense
You
of
kind of
reality.
do sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, sobbing on the bus.
Yeah.
And then the coach comes on and goes, all right, then. I want you to remember this feeling. Look at him over there celebrating. And
Next time that could be you. Yeah, what can we work on? That's fine.
And then you key all the other players' cards.
Okay, well.
More sports coming up, including is Johnny Manziel want to be a head coach?
Oh, jeez.
Those who can't, teach. What?
And those who
coach.
Okay.
Sometimes used to
Manziel.
play. That's
you
what it
like Johnny Manziel, don't you? Have you seen the documentary about him on Netflix? Watch that and get back to me.
No, I was hoping he would do well. I'm sorry that he didn't. I hope he sorts himself out. Did you see the video at the end of this game?
No.
The second to last score, you didn't see this?
No.
It's a cheerleader kicking a field goal. This is just BS.
Oh, I see.
You gotta let her practice.
You want to rope me into your comedy bit.
Coming up, Chuck E. Cheese in the news.
Charles Cheese.
The band, and the band's going to tour. I'm so excited.
That's ridiculous.
Wouldn't it be cool, though?
No.
Wouldn't it be great if the Chuck E. Cheese band opened for the Eagles?
No.
Steely Dan couldn't make it tonight.
Maybe Don Henley.
I'll wait for the concert movie at AMC theaters.
It's up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us? Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com.
One, two, three, four.
Oh, you're gonna paint that barn tonight. Oh, down beside the lantern light. Oh, you're gonna finish all your chores, black bonnet girls. You make the Amish world go round.
Get on your buggies and ride.
Black bonnet girls. Man, that Christie's built like a brick outhouse.
Black bonnet girls.
As long as I got a view, she's got a place to sit.
Black bonnet girls.
Yeah, she could churn my butter anytime.
Black bonnet girls. Hey, Christy, show us your ankles.
Oh,
The electric.
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Well, yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skillet, air fry it.
Oh, we're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. But you cook the cheese, I guess. But
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
Can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Bob and Tom Radio, 24/7.
John Joseph is our guest.
Try to figure out the words. Nobody. Dylan. Do you know the words to Dylan songs?
Not one of them.
Here's every song ever written by Bob Dylan. Did I get them all? Did I miss any?
You got him.
Holy mackerel, Andy. Is that really his voice?
I think it is.
Come on. You think when Bob Dylan was in kindergarten class, he was saying stuff like, he took my glue.
I babysat
And
a
my
cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh, he.
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, you know, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Hi, this is Mike Berbig.
BMW, check it out.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Hi. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We're struggling to get through a sportscast.
I don't know if we're struggling.
I'm enjoying it very much.
Oh, I'm not enjoying it. We really haven't completed it. Let's see what we have here now. You've got new Crocs from McDonald's. We've got a couple world records coming up, I understand. And what are you doing?
Dear, if I asked you every time you were, I don't know, silent, what are you doing? We wouldn't get anything done. To Josh's comment on learning a lot from losing. We had two high school teams in Virginia. One beat the other 104-0.
Yes. What does this whiny parent have to say?
104-0. That's just
it's
bush. It's bush league.
Boy,
it is bush league.
First of all, this email says it's from Adam and Amanda.
Okay. Joint email accounts.
Yeah, he said, this is Adam. Hey, Josh, I played 2 years of basketball in junior high, never won a single game, ever. What I learned? Try the band. And Adam says to please say hi to my dad, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul. To hell with Paul.
Hey.
Don't care.
Yeah, the guys that join the band learn early on. They're the ones that get all the chicks, right?
I don't know. I never dated a band
that
guy.
Is always the case.
Not in high school, anyway.
Well,
back in the 30s when I went to high school, all the sex was on the band.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing with panties in your trumpet case, Bill? Well, you know, Shirley gave it up. You know how she is.
Shirley.
Yesterday she gave
verifying my 30s story.
Yesterday,
William and Shirley.
Yesterday she gave it to the baritone player. Coming up, we have names in the news of what not to name your kid.
Former Texas A&M star Johnny Manziel took to social media to praise now fired Aggies head coach Jimbo Fisher. Then in his next post, he offered up his services to help the football program in any capacity. You recall Fisher was let go with $77.5 million left on his contract, which he is going to be paid. Following, he won 51-10 over Mississippi State on Saturday. The program, after going 34-14 in Fisher's first 4 years, has fallen off and gone just 11-11 over the past 2 seasons. Aggies AD Ross Bjork, the grandfather of the musical star Bjork, said he decided to make the move because he felt the program is stuck in neutral. Manziel, the 2012 Heisman Trophy Award winner, did not play for Jimbo, but he did spend a lot of time around the program over the past several years and expressed on Monday just how much he appreciated the program and Jimbo in particular. Been sitting on this for a couple days, Manziel said. In my experience, Jimbo Fisher allowed me to immerse myself in Aggie football. From the very first day on the job, he was a true gentleman. I thank you for allowing me to spend time in the building. However, I can help in any capacity. I would love nothing more to help the Aggies.
Help him spend that $76 million on cocaine.
Tom, $77 million.
Oh, sorry.
You know what he could get with that? He could buy a yacht.
He could buy a yacht.
He wouldn't be yachtless.
No, he wouldn't.
Be yachtless any longer.
Stupid world record.
A golfer has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest golf putt Paran non-tournament.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Jay Stocky, who's about 5'4", weighs about 320.
Built like a
fire plug, is he?
Yeah. Stocky.
Yeah.
He earned the record title after sinking a 401.2-foot putt.
That's crazy.
What?
That's 100 feet longer than a football field.
Who has a green that long?
Beating the previous record of
during regular play?
Shut up.
Was it?
Beating the previous record of 396.3 feet.
Wow.
According to Guinness, the 55-year-old Stocky undertook the challenge alongside friends during an annual golfing trip to Kohler, Wisconsin.
Oh, nice course.
Where you can see toilets as far as the eye can see.
Yes. Yeah.
My God.
Just beautiful.
Toilets swaying in
Does
the
it have to be on the
breeze.
green to be considered a putt? You can putt off the green. I mean, you can putt in the fringe.
Parking lot? I mean,
He missed 237 times over the course of 2 days before
Oh, so he-
sinking the record.
this wasn't during a game. He
was trying to break the
was
record.
trying to do this.
That's good.
Stocky said it's not easy to convince 7 knucklehead friends to give up a few days of their lives to help me chase my dream.
I mean, it's not easy to pay for the open bar. I don't know why I'm making fun of this. I like big putts.
You cannot lie.
And I cannot lie.
I like big butts and I cannot.
Just in case we didn't get it.
Got a little backup.
Just in case.
Stupid
Another.
world record.
A teenager from Hungary has broken the Guinness World Record for the most one-armed pull-ups in 1 minute.
Oh, that can't be easy.
Mr. Leventi Arane Toth achieved the record title with a total of 25 one-armed pull-ups
Seen this guy?
in 60 seconds.
No, I haven't.
Looks like Popeye.
I bet.
18-year-olds, he surpassed the previous record by 1 pull-up.
Well, good for him. He barely
Yeah.
did it. Boy, that's
1 pull-up. If you're going to break a record, at least 10 pull-ups.
I don't know that it's possible in that amount of time.
Well, keep
How
training.
old is he?
18.
Oh, so he's had what, probably a solid 4 years of working the one hand.
Oh,
and
sure.
holding a magazine or a cell phone in the other. Jerking it is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Haven't had
You
himself.
got a song for that so we can really relate?
Where'd this happen?
Hungary. Hungary?
That movie, Stay Hungry. With Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ever see that movie?
No, and I'm not laughing at that.
Stay
Nobody else
Hungry.
is either. Stay hungry.
No?
I don't get it.
It's a famous movie, Stay Hungry.
It is?
So famous, none of us have ever heard
I've
of
never heard of it.
Well, it's because you don't read.
it. Yeah, that's right. Never heard
I
of it. All
don't
4 of
read
us.
a movie.
You know,
Ace.
Tom shows it on his yacht every Friday night.
Stay hungry.
It's the name of the Platinum Twisted Sister album.
Did I mention we're firing Ace?
Can we have the brakes screeching on a car, please, for every time Ace adds something?
Is that the one where he's like eating meat off a bone?
The bone, yeah.
Yeah.
Which album is that?
That's a famous one.
Oh,
It's called Stay Hungry? No, seriously.
Stay Hungry, 1976 comedy drama with Jeff Bridges, Sally Fields, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
No.
Oh, it's very famous.
It was that was Arnold's breakthrough.
Very, very famous.
That's where he became
Conan
famous.
the Barbarian was.
I thought Conan
Really,
too.
Hercules in New York is where he first got his
No, but
start.
no one would have heard of me had he not been in the
That
movie.
wasn't even his voice in Hercules
Right.
in New York.
That was where he emerged from that movie.
All right.
Absolutely. Is that sports?
Ace, you have anything else to add?
NBA tournament continues tonight.
Man, I don't get that either. Things I don't get.
I think that's a great idea.
The tournament?
Yes.
Why do you think that's a great idea? What's wrong with regular
Because
basketball?
they pay just the winners, and he's in love with
It's
that.
because gambling sites run sports now,
That's
and
true.
this is feeding into that.
No, it's fun. No,
I agree, but
the guys.
let's be realistic.
The winning team, the players each get $500,000.
Let's say you have a favorite player in the NBA.
Right.
And he gets injured during this half-ass tournament.
No, it's still part of the regular.
And for the rest of the season, he's out because of this tournament.
It's simply more to bet on.
It's still part of the regular season. The games also count for that.
Right.
I think it's a very elegant and clever thing that they're doing.
The last thing it is elegant.
I don't know. It's elegant because it's not disrupting the regular season. Let's face it. The regular season in the NBA, there's too many games, so it's kind of a joke. Every game's an exhibition game.
Every game.
Until the playoffs start, nobody cares. Now they've got a little incentive. For years, I've said they should only pay the winning teams every night in the NBA. You're going to see some hustle. You're going to see some fist fights.
I don't.
Fist fights?
Yeah, you're going to get $50,000 tonight, or dick. You're going to start.
Well, maybe you want to.
Well, if you want
Maybe some of the players.
odds are.
That's so. Some of the players
Yeah.
want dick.
and that's they have every right.
Yeah.
But
Is
a
there
man,
an NBA player that's out?
No.
I don't think so.
Wow.
more power to him. Whatever.
No,
they're
I was going to say Rudy Gobert, but he had he got COVID first, right? And they had to shut the league down. Remember that?
Oh, okay.
I think that was him.
Stay Hungry, 1976.
Yeah,
I just said that.
I know. Oh, sorry. Let's move on.
You know, not only are
Literally
you
invisible.
disruptive and vague and lost most of the time,
I know. I'm aware of that. I was trying to change the topic.
you just
Let's move forward
What,
here.
did I bring up a gay guy? Sorry. What's the big deal?
Change the
Just asking.
I just heard this humor being sucked out of the room. We have coming up in sports.
What's that, Ace? I don't know if I'm going to come back or not. I haven't decided yet. I might go out to my yacht.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
Oh.
Coming up, we are going to be featuring this sound. See if you know what this is.
Here we go again.
What year from last century is this from?
You know, I may have sucked the humor out of the room. You're sucking the listeners away from us.
What was that?
That doesn't. There's not even a. Is that a musical instrument there at the end?
Yeah, what was that production at the end?
It's in the news, and it's great, and it's coming up.
Was that a piccolo?
Good God.
Oh, my God.
I think it was some
Boy,
kind of
that'll
a
get
synth.
people to stick around, won't it?
thing.
Actually, we have Kostaki coming up next.
Kostaki, our NFL report.
Christ.
Don't forget
They're already running for the doors.
BobandTom.com/contest to win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Right now, I want to talk to you about getting engaged, that ring, that rock. Ladies, gentlemen.
Well, first of all, refer to it as rock. Hey, I think we should get married. Here's your rock. What do you think?
Christy.
It's a lab-grown diamond.
No, it's not. Not at Steven
That's the
Singer.
whole point. Thank you.
What do you think?
Sly, could you take a break? Steven Singer Jewelers has got something for you. If you're looking, we've got the diamonds with Steven Singer Jewelers. What am I talking about? Real diamonds, Earthborn diamonds. And Steven Singer is, of course, famous for his guarantee, fast and free shipping both directions if you don't like it, because there's a 100-day guarantee. If he or she says no, you can get your money back. It's that simple. So feel confident buying real Earthborn diamond jewelry for someone you love from Steven Singer. IHateStevenSinger.com is the website. That's where you'll find all this. And by the way, get those orders in prior to about 2 o'clock Eastern time, and they go out the door that day. IHateStevensinger.com. See what I'm talking about? Check out the website. Steven Singer loves real diamonds, earthborn diamonds from Steven Singer Jewelers. Once again, it's IHateStevensinger.com. Coming up, we're going to talk NFL with comedian Kostaki Economopoulos. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Essential Morning Radio.
Cam Newton folds like a Jeff Bodart joke.
Turducken. Turducken.
You mean, and now from the source.
We're all doing Bodart.
Turducken. Turducken.
Turducken.
Turducken.
Turducken.
Let's listen. I'm going to play the original. I want to see if you guys can get the right pitch.
Okay.
I'll play it at the end of the, I'll say 3, 2, and 1. Say the 1. 3, 2.
Turducken.
Turducken. Turducken.
You got to go high.
Turducken.
Okay. Turducken on this show means a joke that has no merit.
Well, let's hear it.
I think he had a stroke is my favorite line from Josh.
Anyway, we could hear that. I love that in its entirety.
My favorite was when Josh looks at him and trying to help. It was like being backstage for a moment. Dude, there's nothing there.
Now, the setup on this is a classic joke delivered by our engineer, Ace. Ace, can you do it again? Do you remember the joke? We were talking about...
The joke is in there, right?
I don't think it's in this one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you know the joke, Ace? Remember?
Yeah, it's a fact that people think the first French fries were fried in France. They weren't.
Where were they fried?
They were fried in Greece.
See, get it?
Yeah.
See?
Good play on words.
Love jokes that you have to go, get it?
Words have two meaning. Greece, you cook in.
That's
Greece,
right.
a country.
Right.
And you don't see it coming. It's a classic joke.
Sure.
Now try to get that joke momentum in your head as you hear what happened immediately following Ace's joke.
What's a duck fried in? What's a duck fried in?
Now that's Jeff Bodart talking.
And by the way, he just got done booing Ace.
Right.
He's so excited.
So excited.
Yes. This is a man who makes his living selling wands.
Hey! No, he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, that's his side hustle, the
Okay,
wands.
it's a side hustle. Okay. So once again, Ace says, okay, they're fried in Greece. Okay, get it? Okay, here we go. And then here's Mr. Bodart.
What's a duck fried in? What's a duck fried in? Turkey.
Now, I want you to know, I did not pause that.
No.
That was genuine.
Stunned silence.
I mean, that's a full 2-3 seconds.
We never have that.
Yes, everyone is sort of processing. I think we're all going, okay,
What?
why am I not getting this?
Yes.
Right.
At first, your brain goes, I don't get it. And then you're going, why don't I get it? What am I ignorant of? It must be some inside thing. And then we all realize none of us are getting it. And then we're laughing about that. And that's where we pick up the joke.
Turducken.
And then he
Turducken. Very.
And then he takes ownership of it by saying it again.
Yeah.
Which is what I am famous for. If at first you don't succeed,
Say it again.
Say it so many times, they'll laugh just to make you stop. Let's get back to the momentum of the lack of a joke here. And this is what happened next.
That isn't even a joke.
He may be having a stroke.
Now, I have tried to say that isn't even a joke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now everyone's laughing, and then someone submits that he may be having a stroke because he seems to be so upset, and then it goes here.
It's as bad as that crap over there.
That is not a joke. Now he's accusing Ace of telling a bad joke. Right. I enjoyed the joke very much.
Ace's was a joke.
Yes.
It was a classic joke. I think, and probably in the Joke Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And then we continue.
Wait a minute.
No,
What does a duck fight in?
No, it's a duck fried in.
Oh, what is a
He's
duck
fried in turkey.
Yeah, turducken.
Oh, Jeff, there's nothing there, man.
The beauty of the end of that is it's like two comedians have just come off stage. They're driving home after the gig, and Josh looks at him and goes, "Hey, the turducken thing, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
You can't know it.
Because I maybe, out of all of us in the room, we're giving him the biggest benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because
You've been there.
And yeah, sometimes you just got to tell them, no, man.
To use the word concept wrong, conceptually, concept really means like gravity, but nevertheless. Conceptually, what he's trying to say is when you make a turducken, that was popular a few years back. What is it? You take a boneless chicken or something and cram it inside a duck, and then cram that inside a turkey. Is that the deal?
Yeah. Right. but you don't always fry them.
No, you don't fry them.
I suppose you probably could.
You don't, but you don't.
And the turkey punchline relies on the grease punchline.
Right.
So it doesn't even stand on its own.
No, not at all. Yeah. So that is the.
If you really want to get into it.
This is a new feature on the show we call Joke Autopsy, where we take a joke to the morgue and
could be
start
here all night.
doing some show.
And you know, if you talk to Jeff, he still thinks it was funny.
I know.
And claims that people have got to have his back.
No. No one can. I would like to see the exegesis as that is. You lay it all out for me. There's no way. What is a duck fry?
Jeff, there's nothing there, man.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond.
For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Cause I'll be rich as hell.
And then I figured I didn't need to write anymore. Hi, this is Kostaki.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Just now wrapping up sports, but no sportscast would be complete without a comprehensive look at the National Football League and our correspondent, Ask Kostaki. Holy hell.
Wow.
Hey, Kostaki, we're looking at you on the big screen. You've got is that your Atlanta Falcons?
Georgia'd out, man.
And Georgia hat.
Oh, with your name on it and everything.
Yeah, imagine the luck of finding that in a store, huh?
Wow.
Like a soccer shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a soccer shirt. What is that?
It is a little. It's ridiculous. It's polyester. This is a gift from the proprietor of Bazinga in Janesville on Thursday, and I wore it to the game to see the Falcons play live against the Cardinals on Sunday with my brother. It was
Very
awesome.
cool.
How did that game go, Kostaki?
Well, our quarterback was Taylor Heineke. How do you think it went?
Well, he had the good sense to get hurt and left the game. That's right. And let your real quarterback, is that your contention?
That's my brother is on the Ritter side of things. And
Is that
more
right?
On the I'm more on the Heineke side. And when we decided to go to this game, I said, you better pack that Falcons Heineke jersey. And he said, there's only 2 of those ever been sold. And if both of his parents are alive.
I never bought a Washington Heineke jersey. What does that tell you?
Yeah, that's and you've got a lot of jerseys.
Oh yeah, yes. Sir.
Now, Kostaki Economopoulos is the proprietor of All Pro Lines. In search of a great comedy with reference to the NFL, Kostaki is also a great stand-up comic. He's on the road. You're going to be in Fargo, North Dakota at the Boss Comedy Club Friday, December 8th, and the 9th in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, also at the Boss Comedy Club. There you go. A couple of great shows
before the
coming
big snows. Early enough in December, maybe, probably be okay.
Yeah,
okay.
maybe.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Well, tell us what else happened in the NFL that you observed.
Well, the big news this weekend, Michigan's Jim Harbaugh suspended from coaching the remaining regular season games for stealing signs. I've got a lot of questions about this, but the first one is, can we get the Falcons coach to steal some signs? I would love for him to be. I'm not even sure the Falcons have signs. If the Falcons have a sign, it's probably slow children at play. It's that one.
Isn't the coach of the Falcons, isn't his dad own FedEx or something?
Yes, his dad owns FedEx. The owner founded Home Depot.
Right.
How long does it take the Falcons to get a rebuild around here? Let's go.
That's right. Man.
It took Atlanta less time to rebuild after Sherman. Let's pick it up a little, boys.
See, burn the city down, you see.
Arthur Smith's father owns FedEx. I wish he owned Mayflower. He'd ship this team somewhere far away already. All right. Another ugly primetime game on Sunday. New York is the city that never sleeps, of course, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But when the Jets play the Raiders, it combines to, I haven't slept and I don't care what happens here. It's borderline anti-American to cheer for a Patriots loss in Germany on Veterans Day weekend, but I think my grandfather would forgive me on this one.
Yeah.
Thank goodness the Patriots did better in Germany in 1944 than they did this week. That's at least that.
They lost, you see.
They're bad this year.
That quarterback switch.
You must be pretty happy because you're a longstanding Patriots and everything about them hater. And looks like Belichick, at the very least, is going to be stripped of his general manager duties, if not the whole thing.
You think so?
I know.
I think so, yeah.
I saw the draft order, the projections, and they're in the conversation for one of the first picks. It's kind of amazing.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Other travel, Travis Kelce's in Argentina right now, seeing his girlfriend. It's a good choice. Relationships do well when partners are willing to go south for each other. It's nice.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh!
Nasty stuff.
It's way south. In honor of Veterans Day weekend, Panthers fans wore camouflage paper bags. It's good. You can rewatch Bears-Panthers Thursday night's game on NFL Plus. If you hate yourself. If you click on that game, emergency responders should be sent to your house immediately. That's a cry for help. They say losing builds character. The Panthers have built more characters than Stephen King. But unlike Stephen King, none of them are scary. Is the book Misery about being a Panthers fan? Carolina team should call themselves the Cougars because Cougars can score when they want to. That's better branding. Saints wide receiver Michael Thomas threw a brick at a construction worker's truck. You think he was throwing bricks? Watch the Falcon highlights.
It's back to the Falcon.
Hey! Thomas was charged with simple battery, which is always a funny phrase to me. As opposed to complicated battery, like if you built a Rube Goldberg device with a marble that rolls down and sparks a lighter and burns a string holding back a catapult, launches a brick, that's a complicated battery.
Yeah, sure is.
I'm not defending Thomas, but who amongst us hasn't considered fighting a contractor? I mean, it's fair. A lot of close games this week. Also, the Jaguars watched the 49ers play football. 34-3. Oh, man. Jacksonville got beat so badly, Blake Bortles could feel it. Jacksonville House Cats would have put up a better fight than the Jaguars.
Oh, see, the feline.
Yeah, see, they're little, they're small.
Yes. Little baby cats. Really.
The Giants have become the Washington Generals in the NFL. Every game is entertainment at their expense. The Cowboys could start Meadowlark Lemon at quarterback. Reference.
Harlem Globetrotters joke.
Yes, Globetrotters.
I'm a big fan, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Giants fans need a puppy bowl or something on Sunday, something to watch when the game is on. Maybe some Welcome Back Kotter reruns. Taxi. The other DeVito is way better.
Yeah.
Their quarterback's named Tommy DeVito. He lives with his parents is the big story this week. His mother makes his bed. He does the laundry and cooks. What? Could she throw a tight spiral? She seems like a go-getter. Let's take a look at this lady. I'm starting to suspect he can't make his own bed because he doesn't understand the scheme. Fitted sheet. Corner roots are confusing. Wait, an Italian guy who lives with his mother who does everything for him? I've never heard of such a thing.
No, yeah.
See also Greeks. All right. Aaron Rodgers said it'll be a few fortnights. Aaron likes to let us know when he's learned a new word. That's good. I guess he doesn't trust big science and their fancy days and hours ways of measuring things. 4-7. What? 4 score sounds like a lot for the Jets. I'd take the under. The Jets are the most bipolar team. You watch and the defense is swarming and aggressive and fast and strong, and the offense should come with Benny Hill music. It's so weird.
Oh, yeah.
Weird combination. Yeah. They say it's lazy to blame all the Jets' offensive struggles on Zach Wilson. Yeah, some of the blame goes to Aaron Rodgers' Achilles, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And the god Achilles, who seems to have a real stick up his ass this year. Take it easy, Achilles.
Yeah.
Don't worry, his ass is fine. That part of him made it into the magic water. He's
right. Yeah, what did we have? We had Aaron Rodgers. We had Kirk Cousins, the soccer player.
The lady soccer player.
The lady soccer player.
Lady soccer.
Rapinoe, yeah. She tore her, man.
We had a running back, too. Cam Akers tore his second Achilles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been nuts.
That's just bad. That's just a bad batch of Achilles.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal, man. All right, see if I can close on this one. JPP just signed with the Saints yesterday. I hope it all goes well for him. Fingers crossed. All right. He's the one.
You can't
Jason
Pierre-Paul cross his fingers.
Practically blew his hand off with fireworks.
That's right. Boy, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
I remember that. Yeah.
I remember that.
Turns out you can't close on that, Kostaki.
All right, hold on.
All pro lines. Find it on a social media site near you. Weigh in with your jokes about the NFL. Thank you very much, Kostaki. Everything going okay for you? Any dating going on?
No dating, just traveling around. The gigs this weekend in Wisconsin were so great. So big thanks to everybody there. And running around with my brother for the game was so... I'm exhausted, but I had such a good weekend. I'm a happy boy right now.
Good, man.
I'd recommend that shirt on a first date.
In case you forget your name.
Than you think.
Thank
Look,
you.
It's gradient. It goes down.
It is worse than I thought.
That is.
And look, it's got little. It says Falcons on the sleeves.
Whoa.
And it's got a zipper. Look, I can bring it way down.
Oh, yeah.
It's great. It's
you
fantastic.
just need a gold chain and you're all set.
Look at that chest hair.
That is nice. Thanks, Kostaki.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
We're to come back here to our little room and wrap up
shirt,
sports.
That shirt would not catch fire. It would just melt.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yikes. It does look like a soccer shirt, as Josh pointed out.
And that's sports.
Oh, that is completed our
Yes,
sportscast.
indeed.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
We'll move right along then.
All right.
Hey, Rocky, this is what you farted for.
Where you go, whatever you do, always. Be a good sport. Christy.
A Florida couple was arrested for having fully nude intimate relations on the side of a causeway.
Yeah! Woohoo! Fully nude.
After receiving multiple 911 calls, sheriff deputies responded to the causeway in Dunedin, where they
he was Dunedin. That's when he went to.
That's why her clothes were all.
where they discovered 60-year-old Robert Clark and 55-year-old Sarah Fazekas.
Now I know why they called
having
the cops.
full nude sexual intercourse in the presence of the victims.
Full nude.
Which included a pair of juveniles. The deputy noted that while the pair was being taken into custody, the woman stated, "This was always a dream of mine," referring to having sexual intercourse on the causeway. I know exactly where this is.
In front of children.
Not in front of children.
Well, we were changing the tire, and one thing led to another.
Wow.
Man.
Here we are at mile marker 69, and we thought, what the hell?
You never know when the love bug's going to strike.
If you saw two people who were at it, would you call the cops?
Only if they were
with their children standing around.
Were they their children?
Only if they were really ugly.
Yes, yeah. They were uggos, calling the cops.
Well, this guy could get third-degree sack sunburn. I mean, you don't want to have that thing dangling.
I got to. Do you have a song, Pat?
Yeah, we have an update.
Okay.
You guys heard of Ventura Highway?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Working on a piece of ass on the side of the road. Now they're in handcuffs and the car's getting towed. It was a dream of hers, she said. So after the booze and blow, it was genitals fully exposed. Sex on the causeway in the Florida sunshine, where the folks are crazy with all the bath salts and moonshine. Oh, look at these two. She's gonna blow. Cause the breeze is blowing through her crack. Everyone can see his whole ball sack. Kids crying, they don't care. Moaning and sighing, legs in the air. Legs in the air. Oh, doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
this just gets worse.
Oh, how?
I'm reading it too.
Tell me everything. Don't leave anything
I don't want to put any.
Nope, you don't want to talk.
No, without any context.
No.
Tell me.
Are you reading the crack?
I read the
crack
article.
line.
Yes.
The crack line?
Yes.
Were they on crack?
No.
No,
Well,
no.
I'm not. No,
Ask crack?
drugs in
must be a reference to some crack.
I'll read it.
Go ahead.
One witness described the pair's encounter as crack to sack going to town.
Crack to sack. All right.
Crack to sack.
Who wrote that?
Going to town. It says a witness.
That says.
He
and it's a
described.
quote.
He described the
Yeah.
encounter as quote crack to sack going to town.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Sounds kind of like a poem.
Hikes.
Or like a morning show.
Crack and sack?
Hey, I'm Crack.
I'm Sack.
Hey, we're going to town.
Good morning. What's up, balls? How's everything going?
Wow, yeah, they're.
He's talking to you.
Josh, your balls.
Oh, I'm balls?
You're balls.
Hey, how are you, assy?
All right, balls.
Okay. What else is
A
coming up?
Washington. Oh, are we going to tease? Or
You got it. Go ahead.
time.
What do you got? What do you got?
A Washington, D.C. branch of CVS has replaced toilet paper rolls with photographs of toilet paper rolls and a buzzer so you can request assistance to purchase the actual item.
That's right.
The CVS store made the decision not to display toilet paper after a rise in thefts. Customers now have to request assistance from an employee to retrieve the product from the store's back room.
Okay.
It's becoming more and more common.
A lot of them.
You see that?
Products.
You keep reading in that same store, the tampon section.
Yeah?
You have a picture of a really pissed off woman. Yeah, can I get some help here?
What? I don't even understand that.
Because she's on the rag, chick.
That's what. So she's not mad that the tampon's on her vehicle. She's mad because she's on her cycle.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That makes no sense. Other than you want to talk about the period.
Perfect sense. But I mean, because they've done this for years with the Tide detergent.
Yeah, they do it with razors, razor blades. Yeah.
Josh?
Yes.
Do you ever wash your clothes in Tide?
Of course I do. It's too damn cold to wash them out, Tide.
Check local listings.
You don't need to check local listings, you loon.
You are a loon. You're a big loon.
Not having the toilet paper there, that's would have put, what's that guy's name? Mr. Whipple would be out of business. Hey, don't hold on to the photograph.
Would you be too embarrassed to ask for toilet paper if you had to buy it? Push a button?
Oh, I would be hoping I would be shopping in a neighborhood that wasn't as rough as this one, where they can't put the toillet paper out.
I see.
Oh,
Yes.
this is happening.
If
all
you
over the
find
country.
yourself in a neighborhood without yachts, perhaps you'd like to
In the
move.
boat store, they're not going to do this.
The boat store?
You can toilet paper and topsiders in one trip.
You know what? You're probably right.
No, this has happened. They're, like I said, they're locking up the detergent and all kinds of stuff.
Hey, it's time to lock up your house, too, with Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. This fall happens to be when all the holidays and the busy times are bearing down on you like a giant monster ready to decimate you and your family. SimplySafeTom.com is where you need to go for the best home security of 2023. That was from U.S. News and World Report. They've got fires, floods, and more, sensors, break-ins, plus HD cameras both inside and out, and powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. Half the cost of traditional home security. And with 24/7 LiveGuard protection and the smart alarm wireless indoor camera, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders, helping stop crime in real time. A powerful technology exclusive from Simply Safe. Satisfaction backed by Simply Safe's money-back guarantee. You try Simply Safe for 60 days for free. If you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. For a limited time, Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 50% off any Simply Safe system with the Fast Protect plan. Visit SimplySafeTom.com. That's SimplySafeTom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Read the reviews. They get great reviews. Simply Safe is terrific. Coming up, we have Chuck E. Cheese in the news and pet psychics and what not to name your kid. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at
might hear bits of conversation as you pass through public places. Some loud talker on a cell phone or a tiff at the next table. Most washed by and not remembered. But one evening last December, I passed two women talking by the front door of my hotel. I stopped and thanked them by the curb the moment that I heard their words, and said it was the finest line of eavesdrop I'd ever overheard. Their words stuck inside my head, so I wrote down the words they said. And with a hotel pen, I wrote then they had to taser her again. 'Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? They zapped her once. She improvised a twitchy breakdance jazzercise. Didn't get the hint, 'cause then they had to taser her again. These swirling words did not relent, speculating about this incident, and it's gonna drive me crazy, wondering what went wrong. Were there warrants unresolved? How much alcohol was involved? And did her stepson remember to return to the trailer the next day to feed her snake? 'Cause then they had to taser her. First time wasn't phasing her. Whatever she did it twice. Who was this gal? Why weren't she nice? Her hair, it spiked. She spilled her bong. They upped the volts. She soiled her thong. Didn't get the hint, 'cause then they had to taser her again. No, she didn't catch the drift, 'cause then they had to taser her again.
Haywood Banks. Somebody go back and feed the snake.
That's a bad day.
Boy, soiling a thong is a bad day. Ooh, not a lot of room.
Well, you know what?
Not a lot of room to catch anything.
Right? Yeah.
This song isn't hard to do.
Yeah. No, Tim has his guitar out. Are you going to
See, I hate Florida.
Why?
Well,
you're from Georgia. That's why.
Georgia people hate Florida. Why? Because we grew up our whole lives wanting to go to Florida. Put a float on top of the car. Oh, my God, we're going to Florida. Drive 4 hours. Get there. Do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be near the water. Then they're $400. Okay? No, we don't want to be near the water. We want to sit in a hot-ass asphalt parking lot with a float on top of the car and finish up these pecan logs we got in Valdosta. So then a hurricane comes. They evacuate back to Georgia. Oh, my God, do you have a hotel room? Yeah, they're $100, unless you want to be away from the water.
And you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Men, are you looking to add a little dance to your pants? Are you hoping to turn heads without costly and painful surgery? Then visit the Bob and Tom Personal Care Outlet Mall and experience the newest way to grow your fro.
Hi, I'm Chick McGee. I know what you're thinking, but Chick, hair hides inches. Well, that's only when you're naked. See, when I put King Kong behind closed doors, I want the ladies to notice a bulge that rivals those old Jim Palmer ads in Sports Illustrated. And thanks to this, I can achieve that look in just a few short weeks.
From the makers of Miracle Grow, it's the Pubador. The Pubador starts at the root system, giving your patch a major poof that only the latest in Frigamol technology can provide.
Wow, Chick.
Is that an airbag in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
Let's just say my curly fries have gone home style.
The Pubidor is a simple 3-step system. First, apply the Miracle Mix to desired region. Place those puny pubes in curlers, and then let the Pubidor leave you high and dry.
Wow, it looks like a bloomin' onion.
The Pubidor, now available at the Bob and Tom Personal Care Outlet Mall. Warning, not intended for beards, backs, or buttocks. Ask for the Pubidor by name. Pubidor.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go
anymore. Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Steve Iott is here with us. You look like a clean liver, but you said that you used to be a smoker, which I find
Yeah, I
surprising.
used to smoke cigarettes. I enjoy the occasional cocktail.
Do you know? What's your
got-
drink of choice? You look like kind of a shandy thing, or
A shandy.
martini.
That's no compliment, is it?
Bitters at 5. Yeah.
No, I'm a beer guy. Beer guy.
You know?
Yeah. And used to drink way too much. I'd get all these stories where people tell me what I did before. And it's always embarrassing. One time I was really drunk. I put a $5 bill in my mouth, and I had a dancer take it out of my mouth with her butt.
Mm-hmm.
It's very embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's very. It also ruined my niece's recital. It really was. Horrific.
Yikes.
What's wrong with that? Come on. Hey, I say move your recital. Okay?
Wow. That's great.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom.
Up, et cetera, et cetera.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Tom. Hi, Tom. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Good.
Oh, I got a good question here. We'll get to that coming up in just a second.
All right.
But right now we have Christy Lee at the news desk, finally. Ready to go. What do you
Yeah,
got
been
over here?
ready for a while. A Chuck E. Cheese in California is now the only location that still features an original animatronic band.
Good for them. I love it.
CEC Entertainment LLC said in a press release that the members of the, is it Munch's Make Believe Band? Monks? M-U-N-C-H?
Munches.
Munches?
Munches,
Oh,
yeah.
Munches. Duh, I'm such an idiot.
No, you're not.
Will headline an exclusive
Just kind of
permanent
an idiot.
residency at the Northridge Chuck E. Cheese. The company said that while Chuck E. Cheese locations have undergone modern upgrades, it assured that the Northridge Make Believe Band won't be going anywhere.
Good.
It's the classic Chuck E. Cheese band from the old days. Showbiz Pizza, remember?
Yeah,
Of
when I grew up, it
course.
was showbiz.
You think it was the draw, the band? People would go in the band, not the games and the pizza and the ball pit and the skee ball.
It's all part of the. I used to love the Chuck E. Cheese band.
Well, that explains everything, right?
And I mean, but at least now they're going to be taking residency there.
Uh-huh.
So it makes a destination Chuck E. Cheese.
I hear they're playing the Sphere in Vegas next.
After you two finishes,
Should be pretty cool.
I
That's
heard
great.
there are the lowest first hired has to get one of the costumes of the band members.
What?
They're all people in those. You guys thought it was animatronics?
What? There are people in those?
Yeah, there are people in those.
Wow.
Did you ever see the? what's
Come on,
that?
wake up.
Yeah.
The emails that are being
I
fired.
know, right?
They're puppets.
First she can't say munches, now you guys think they're people in costumes. You guys
No,
are idiots.
I always loved the Chuck E. Cheese band. I'm trying to remember.
What?
Yeah, they were on that VH1 show.
What VH1 show?
Behind the music.
That was a sad episode.
You never saw the episode of the
They
Chuck E.
lost
Cheese
it
band?
all. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had a cheese allergy?
Yeah. Jasper T. Jowls got hooked on some kind of
Pepperoni, I think.
Oh, is that what
was
it was?
it?
Pepperoni.
Oh,
It was rough.
sad.
It was rough.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
slice of pepperoni in a spoon with a lighter underneath it.
Which one was Jasper T. Jowls, Tom?
I forget if he was one of the horn guys or the bass player.
Huh.
I always liked that organ player. He was very good. Kind of reminded
Fats?
me. Kind of reminded
Is
me
that
of Booker T. But it's a great band. It's fun.
Well, let's not even
Go there.
Yeah, it was
So
a
much
fun
for
thing.
that. Yeah.
Fun thing.
Yeah.
An Alabama woman born with
Well, wait a
two-
second. We have to play our Chuck E. Cheese tribute.
We have a Chuck E. Cheese tribute?
We have two of them.
Oh. Wow.
This is the Chuck E. Cheese band.
Okay.
Did you know that they had a record?
No.
Chick, what were they called? Like the Starland Explosion or something?
Rock-a-fire.
Rock-a-fire?
Explosion, I
Here's
think.
the Rock-a-Fire explosion.
Here we go again.
Dip, 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 whip, whip, whip.
Yep, that's them.
See? Admittedly, it gets kind of hard to. Yeah, that's for the kids.
Yeah, it's out of context. That's rough.
Yeah,
that is rough.
I mean, the kids like that little squeaky sound.
I like it.
Yeah, but I thought we would feature a song about Chuck E. Cheese.
Is this Tim Wilson?
Yeah, this is a classic from Tim Wilson. It's about being a great parent and going to Chuck E. Cheese. I always loved going to Chuck E. Cheese. I still do. Love playing skee ball.
Yes. Yeah, I do too. Yes. That's fun.
And I like the machine that eats the tickets. Don't you love that? You win those tickets and you stick them in that machine and it digitally counts them for you.
Mm-hmm. It weighs them, I believe, now. You just put it up there and it weighs them.
Well, not the one I go to. They got they got the machine that eats them. It's fun. It's much
Just
more
shredder.
fun. Okay, here's Tim and.
The napalm, but they couldn't torture me half as well as little birthday boops in Chuck E. Cheese hell. Chuck E. Cheese hell. I'm in Chuck E. Cheese hell. I need a Chuck E. straight jacket and a padded cell after Chuck E. Cheese hell.
Little Timmy Wilson, a little bit of Chuck E. Cheese for you. I'm a big fan. I always like the band. Good to know that there's still one band.
Yes.
Keep it going.
Isn't there,
Northridge, outside of L.A.
Isn't there a warehouse full of those animatronic
Oh, I
critters
think.
somewhere?
I don't know how you repurpose them. I hope somebody's figured out something.
Teach them to flip burgers.
I think we talked about there's all these warehouses in New Jersey where they keep all these kinds of things.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like old carnival rides and.
You just wonder if they ship them to other countries.
No.
I don't
You go
think
like
so.
Panama, and they've got their version of Chuck E. Cheese. And you go, hey, look, that's the bass player doing a solo gig. He used to work at Chuck E. Cheese.
See, this
down
is
here.
one of these conversations that I want to give you information, but you ignore it to get your little laugh. Is that right?
I'm sorry.
Are you really?
Well, you know why they got rid of the band?
Why?
You know this. Come on.
The bands are gone.
Did they unionize? What? They wanted more money? What?
No. Chuck E. Cheese. They found out they were lip syncing.
Oh no.
That wouldn't be a thing right now, right? Nobody would care anymore, right? If Milli Vanilli had come out right now, it wouldn't be a big deal.
Not with auto-tune, I don't
that
think.
right?
I think people
I think
are
it'd be
like,
a big
whatever.
I don't think it would be. What to you?
There are certain artists that are singing along with themselves because they're obviously
Older.
they're dancing and they're on a trapeze.
Yeah.
Then there are bands that come out and just play their instruments and perform.
Right.
But
I heard. Watch this. I heard the Eagles were lip syncing. That's what I
know. You heard wrong.
I think there's
They
no
have
doubt.
9 guys on stage that can all sing. Let's see now. Although the Chuck E. Cheese band is opening for the Eagles since Steely Dan had to drop out. Maybe the Doobie Brothers are going to step up. I'm not sure. What else have you got, Christy?
Well, coming up, we have a lady who will be pretty much going to Chuck E. Cheese because she's got 2 uteri and 2 babies. We'll talk about that.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Uteri.
And if she names those babies, she might want to be careful what exactly You know, things overseas don't actually translate well when you come to America.
If they're going to be two, just name them Lyle and Eric and call it a day.
That's right. Nothing can go wrong now.
That's right.
And for those with yachts, we have something for your babies coming up.
Oh.
Bon Etoile.
Do you suppose someone ever did that to somebody?
What?
Lyle and Eric?
Yeah, they're moving to the Americans. Well, you want to give them nice American names, and they give Lyle and Eric.
Do you know the famous story about that? Is that on Mark Jackson's NBA basketball card, I think, the trading card?
Oh, yeah.
Lyle and Eric are courtside right behind him.
Amazing.
And it was right after they shot. They went to the game. Yeah.
Cold.
So you could
were they in the right at all?
See, they were scared and crying.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. The gent who always wants to poke you in the face. What is it, Joshy?
Were they in the right at all?
No.
Were their parents monsters?
To commit murder?
I don't remember. What they claim their parents did?
What would the parents have to do?
Yeah, they could torture them. Or
They claim that.
Maybe tell them they can't go out on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Too young to drink. Stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Not allowed to smoke in the house.
Yeah, you can't dock
No
the yacht.
keggers.
When we come back.
Yeah, they had
Also,
yachts.
in the news, Pet Psychics. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at
I don't know. I'm just getting old. I'm not doing this gracefully. I hate technology. I hate any kind of change. Have you seen this commercial for a car where they say the car can actually anticipate when you're going to have a wreck? The car can predict when you're. I guess they got some kind of computer on board.
Right.
I thought, if that was really true, as soon as I hand the keys to my son, the damn airbags would go off. You know what I mean? But it's all this technology. Like I'm sure you guys probably have this. I just don't understand it. This like MySpace and Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Twitter.
I just don't. I don't understand the concept. I don't. Can you imagine being in a mall and going up to a complete stranger and going, "Psst, could I be your friend?" Denied. To be denied bail. That should be denied. And young people out there. I'm not saying I'm right. I know this is old man cranky talk. I really do. But I just don't understand. I see all these young college kids getting tattoos with like Chinese characters on their arm.
Yeah.
You think there's college kids in China getting "Get her done" tattooed on their arms? I find that unlikely, don't you?
That's very possible.
Now, this you don't have to be old or cranky for this to make you mad, but this is making me nuts. Have you noticed how lately when you call these tech support things, in my case, I was calling my credit card, but one of these 1-800 things, we know this has been outsourced for a while, but remember in the beginning how they try to pretend like they're American?
Oh,
Remember that? They'd say, "Oh, my name is Sean." You go, "Yeah, how's the weather in Calcutta today, Sean?" But now they don't even care. Have you noticed that? I mean, I'm serious. I called the other day, and the guy just told me his an Indian name, and when they put me on hold, they're playing Ravi Shankar. They didn't bother to hide it at all, and I was getting so frustrated because I wasn't getting anything done. I kept saying, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. What was that? Please, excuse me. Could repeat that." And here's what I want you guys to do. It was a lot of fun for me. Maybe we'll start a movement. I started mumbling on purpose like Boomhauer from King of the Hill or Gabby Hayes. I started going, "Yeah, they damn well some make up a thing in there, put someone down on him." He goes, "Excuse me, what?" I said, "Yeah, how do you like it up, Boom? Huh? Try that on for size."
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skill it, air fry it.
Oh, we're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. Once you cook the cheese, I guess. But
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
You can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is Bob.
Perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I've almost got him, Donnie. Okay. So, the badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. So continue.
All right. On October 26th, 1881, the shootout at the OK Corral took place in Tombstone, Arizona.
No kidding.
Yeah. It was the Earps and Doc Holliday versus 5 members of the Cowboys. How long would you guys guess the actual gunfight lasted?
Wasn't it a couple hours?
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Oh. 30 seconds?
The actual shooting, 30 seconds.
No kidding.
Which really disappointed the people watching it on pay-per-view.
All right, wait a minute. That's close to the
Tonight only. Okay, Corral.
All that build up.
Pay-per-view ripoff.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of those bouts. That's it. Not even a round.
$59.95.
$59. That's a $10 a second.
All right. The technical reason the shootout happened was because the Clantons and the McLowrys were in direct violation of Town Ordinance Number 9, which made it illegal to carry guns in city limits. Thanks to the NRA, that ordinance no longer exists. Yeah, now not only can you carry a gun, you can legally shoot people who smoke in restaurants.
That's next.
I know.
That's next.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there? And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, the arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Oh, yes. Hi.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
I sure am. Steven Singer Jewelers makes it easy to buy real, natural, earthborn diamond jewelry for someone you love. No phony sales ever. Just one perfect price every day. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Tom Griswold's over there. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, everyone.
Today is a very special day because it's time for...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Why was the turkey walking around on stilts?
Oh, I'm already on board.
I don't know why.
Oh, nobody eats flamingos on Thanksgiving.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
It's a thinker.
Uh-huh.
See, a turkey on stilts
they
would look like a flamingo if you were blind.
50% off at omahasteaks.com. It's the perfect time to grab your fall grilling favorites. It's their semi-annual sale. Plus, when you use our code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, omahasteaks.com, and thank you,
Ace Cosby. You're welcome.
Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, unfortunately, you brought up the famous Lyle and Eric, Menendez brothers.
That's right.
Chick did.
I did not.
I think you did.
I think you did.
See how easily I lie?
I don't know how to get away from that topic, but I thought maybe this would help, I think.
Coming to Bob and Tom Television, it's one of the nation's most beloved characters in a Thanksgiving special you won't soon forget.
Come on. Try and kick the football, you blockhead.
No, I don't want to, Lucy. You're just going to move it again.
No, I won't. I promise, Charlie. Come on, give it a good old kick.
Good grief. I must be insane. Okay, here it goes.
I can't believe you fell for it again, you blockhead.
You know what, bitch? That's the last time you're going to do that.
Oh, my God.
It's a Charlie Manson Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man, it's me, and I'm back.
Be sure and watch a Charlie Manson Thanksgiving. Coming to Bob and Tom Television this week.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Charlie Manson. He's not peanuts. He's just nuts.
There you go.
Tasteless.
Getting some
I don't
revenge.
have to really do much to my voice to get there for Charlie Manson. Yeah.
The anger was real.
Anytime, man.
We turn to Christy Lee at the news desk.
Gross bit.
An Alabama woman born with 2 uteruses or uteri is pregnant with a girl in each one and due on Christmas Day.
Wow.
According to NBC affiliate WVTM 13.
Vitamin
ATM.
Oh.
VTM?
Was it ATM's better, though?
Kelsey
well,
Hatcher.
VTM ain't bad.
It's VTM.
Oh, VTM.
Yeah. Kelsey Hatcher and her husband Caleb are already parents to 3 children, ages 7, 4, and 2.
Her name is Hatcher. She had multiple eggs fertilized. Yeah. Okay.
She learned in the spring she was pregnant again, shocking her OB-GYN. She said, well, there's 2 of them in there. And my husband said, you're lying. I said, no, I'm not. Kelsey already knew she had 2 uteruses or 2 uteri, and each with its own cervix, but she didn't realize she could get pregnant in both of them.
Wow.
Is that I assume, very uncommon?
Very uncommon.
2 uteri?
Yeah.
It's like her belly's a duplex.
Yeah.
Even more rare are 2 penises. It exists, but it's very rare.
Wow, that'd be weird if he had 2 and she had 2. And
another stupid question. Will they necessarily arrive at the same time?
Not necessarily.
Whoa.
They could be months, weeks, days apart.
Could they really?
Oh, yeah.
So they're separately fertilized?
Because one could get pregnant, the other one...
Maybe they'll plan it to where they do come out at the same time.
They could, yeah, that's true.
Oh, cesarean.
Oh, yeah, it said they're both due Christmas Day, right?
Oh, yeah.
How
due
do
on
they...
Christmas Day.
I'm going to name one Eve and one Holly.
Would she survive a double cesarean?
Well, Jesus.
No,
yeah.
Well, that's how they're going to...
Yeah.
I mean, they take
They could
twins all the
induce her.
time. They're
Well, but it comes out of the same hole, I believe, is the medical term.
No.
It is.
It'll be.
Never
I'm sure it'll be.
It'll be
A
safely done.
C-section.
By the way, do you consider hiking a sports story?
Hiking?
Hiking.
If I say yes, are you going to read something?
Oh, yeah.
Not the dog story.
This just in. A Colorado hiker missing since August.
No, don't. I saw this.
Was found
saw this
dead with
too.
his dog still alive at his side.
Yeah.
Since August.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Rich
The dog's
Moore,
been
71.
months.
The dog had nothing to eat.
Pagosa Springs went hiking with his dog at Blackhead Peak, a mountain just east of his home, on August 19th, never returned. Crews inserted via helicopter just below the mountain peak moved west in their search for Moore toward the trailhead. His car was found parked. The search and rescue said the team, however, unable to find Moore on October 30th. So he left on August 19th. On October 30th, a hunter in the Rio Blanco drainage, about 2.5 miles east of the peak, discovered the body of Moore. And his white Jack Russell Terrier, Finney, was found alive next to Moore's body. The dog had gained 8 pounds.
Okay. Can we
The
get
dog
back
is
to
fine.
the happy story about the womb?
The dog
mix?
is fine. He's already back with his family. I read the story yesterday.
Well, not all of his family.
Hey.
Again, I chose not to read that.
Moore's
Speaking of
cause
baby
death,
names.
Cause of death undetermined.
Okay. Could we move on?
When you choose your child's name as parents, you go through all the possibilities of how it might be said, what it could be rhymed with, who's going to tease them for what, will their initials be something inappropriate. But have you ever thought about what your child's name would be in another language?
Of course not. I'm not a weirdo foreigner.
This is the dilemma, though. A mom
Thank you.
is
At
facing,
last, someone said it.
after moving to an English-speaking country, posting anonymously to Reddit, she encountered her dilemma and asked for advice.
Uh-oh.
I don't know where she lived, but her son's name is
Penis.
Seaman.
Semen.
In our country,
That
this
rolls
word
off the tongue.
does not have the meaning it has in English, which is, of course, sperm.
He's a cute little squirt.
At least her daughter, Clitley, doesn't have the same problem.
That is, yes.
Oh, boy.
Man.
Why did you add the Lee to it? Just
Is it Clit Lee or Clitley? Actually, I'm stopping.
as
Sorry.
she entered the room, Clitley.
It's an adverb. I was talking to someone not too long ago about how they name pharmaceuticals. And this is a real issue.
Like a riveting.
I'm sure.
Well, Josh.
As you continue to bore your way around the world. God.
It's fascinating. I don't expect someone of your
Oh, you should have heard him
level
during
to
the
be.
commercials. He comes up to me and he goes, now when these coaches are fired, do they have to pay the assistant coaches or how do you... There's no answer to that.
Sure there is.
It's a case-by-case basis, you lunatic.
Just curious.
It's not a generalization.
If Texas A&M was stupid enough to sign this guy with guaranteed money, did they do that for all the assistants
There
too?
is an answer to that.
Are they going to be out millions and millions of extra
They're
dollars?
already out millions.
The answer is shut up.
Yes.
Could we get back to Clitley and Seaman, the daughter and son of this couple?
Boy,
no, naming things is very tricky. And I was talking to this person about they worked for a firm that has drugs that are distributed internationally. They've got to be very careful.
Of course.
Very careful. Start an international.
You know what McGee, for example, you think it's normal here. In most countries, it means horse's ass. And
you think that's true?
No, it's not true. Don't worry. Don't you listen to it.
Pay no attention.
You just ignore that.
Now I'm going to think of horse's ass.
I know, but you'll be okay.
I'm not a horse's ass.
He's not a nice man.
You're a horse's ass.
You're a McGee.
So do you think this lady changed her son's name when she got here? You would think,
she
right?
did. She changed it to Jizzy.
Jizzy Jeff. DJ Jizzy Jeff?
Yeah. Wait a minute. That's him. What about poor Clitley? What happened to her?
She goes by her
She can't
full
be
name,
found.
Clitoria. She can't be found, said Christy. Last time I saw her, she was in a pink hoodie.
Poor little girl.
Out in the middle of the boat.
Everybody
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah.
Everybody happy.
Yeah, you started this.
I know I didn't.
No one's happy about this.
Okay, well, it's quiz time once again. And I'll start with you, Josh Arnold.
Greg Maddox. No?
Guess again.
665.
65 is correct. That is your sleep number setting.
Juan Batista.
The sleep number bed is, sleep number has, they've perfected adjustable firmness. It's so simple. It's a simple idea, and they've got it down. They've got it done. What I'm talking about is when you get that mattress home and that bed home, you don't have to worry about the firmness level that it was set for at the store. No, because you can adjust it at the touch of a button, so it's just perfect for you. The Three Bears would have been a much shorter story if they'd had sleep number beds, because each bear would just walk up and dial in their ideal number. Christy Lee, your ideal sleep number setting is what?
35.
That's a softer mattress.
Yep.
And, of course, Mr. McGee.
You expect me to answer you.
That's okay. I know your answer. It's 100. You like a
Yes,
firm,
it is.
you like
I
a
do.
firm mattress,
I like a
ladies
firm
and gentlemen. I know that.
Despite being a horse's ass.
Don't worry about sleeping properly, because you're going to get a lot of help from the Sleep Number folks. Sleep debt adds up. Just 6 hours of sleep for 14 days can make your reaction time seem like you were up all night. So what you want to do is prioritize sleep and get healthy, great sleep. And a big part of that is having the right bed, of course. So choose the Sleep Number Smart Bed right now. Why? So you can sleep at your ideal firmness, your ideal comfort, and your ideal level of support from Sleep Number. Right now, Sleep Number's Black Friday sale has begun. Save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed for a limited time. And by the way, special financing available. Talk to the folks at Sleep Number about that at the Sleep Number store. To find the Sleep Number store, you go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. See the store for all the details. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we have, as Christy said, something for the not yachtless. Is that a fair way to say it? Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead.
We have good neighbors. They're bad neighbors, but they're good to tell you guys about. Bad neighbors. 5 or 6 cars in the front yard at all times. Rotation, whoever's currently living there. And Daryl, he's the dad over there. He's their leader. He drives a hearse. That's his car. He doesn't work at a funeral home. They have German shepherds that run. I like dogs. I don't like these dogs because they just let them run around barking all the time, and they don't even tell them to be quiet. Like, they bark, and there's a new guy that's moved in on the other side of them, and he really doesn't like when they bark. So you hear them bark, 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 and then over the fence you hear, "Shut up!" Which always works, doesn't it? You know when you tell your dog to be quiet, and he's like, "Oh, pardon me, sir. I had no idea I was causing such a ruckus. I'll calm down post haste." You know how your dog always does that, right? So I don't like that he yells at the dogs. I don't like the dogs, but I don't like him yelling at the dogs. So they bark, 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 and I hear over the fence, "Shut up!" So what I do is I go, "No, you shut up! Don't you yell at them puppies, that's disrespectful." And then I just go in the house, right? He doesn't know it's me.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pig Skin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Insulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry? Huh?
Sheesh, what a bitch. She's the bitchlorette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah, did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow! Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the bitchlorette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
And I'm not stupid. I know there's more to life than just sex. It's just none of those other things feel as good as sex. I mean, I love cookies.
Oh, yeah.
But if I do not have access to cookies, I will not rent a movie and watch two other people eat cookies.
Perfect stranger. Eating cookies. No.
Nothing.
No.
How do you not think about sex? Everything on TV, sex, all the commercials, very beautiful women in all the commercials now. Doesn't even matter what the product is. It's just very sexual. And then you finally have sex, and it's kind of disappointing. Where's my Sprite, my new car?
All I got is a Saturn station
change.
wagon.
I got the Saturn station wagon. That's why I think women should have shelves next to their bed filled with prizes, depending on how well you did. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea.
Like they do at the carnival.
Sure.
That's they have something to shoot for,
You're going to take anything from the third shelf on up.
Right. I'm going to go for the Van Halen mirror tonight.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Jake, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fine. Very excited. We have some interesting stuff coming up in the world of news with Christy Lee. I do want to remind everybody, we have our NFL competition up and running at stake each week. A Big Green Egg Mini Max, the Rolls Royce of outdoor cooking devices. And let's see, we just completed week 10, so week 11 begins officially with the Thursday night game. You can be a winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Just pick the winners. I'm very curious to see if anybody got all of the games this past week. There's a couple of very unusual final scores. You emphasized.
Browns beat the Ravens. Broncos won last night, beating the Bills in Buffalo. Yeah, there are a
lot of last-minute wins.
Six, right?
Six
field
walk-off
record.
Gee, that's amazing.
So we'll see what happened, but maybe you're our winner. Who knows? We'll announce that winner tomorrow. And once again, you could be the winner next week. bobandtom.com/contest. Please enter. By the way, this show is going to come to you from the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. Coming up Friday morning, a special edition of the show, and then two shows that night.
I don't get it.
Featuring Willie G, Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin. Chick and I'll be your host. What?
Where are we going to be Friday?
Well, we're going to be in the great state of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And you're familiar with Wisconsin, right? Because we're going to be talking about the number one product from Wisconsin, of course, which is cheese and beer. But we're going to be in Bowler, Wisconsin.
Oh, Bowler.
Okay, good shot.
Gotcha.
That's the famous bowler, Mark the Hook Anthony.
There's the Bowler Bowling Alley. There has to be, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Why wouldn't that? Why would you waste a name like that without having a bowling alley?
Moose. I'm not sure they'll be bowling.
The Moose Bowling Alley?
Yeah.
I'd watch a Moose Bowl.
Oh, man. Wouldn't that, or shoot pool? He could have one of those. Chalk on his antlers. Chalk up.
Or he could use an antler as a bridge.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That's funny. That'd be perfect.
How about that?
Christy Lee is at the news desk. What do you got over there?
Finishing our baby hunk, Dior has launched a luxury skincare line for babies.
Dior.
The fashion house's Baby Dior offers skincare products such as Bon Etoile, a $230 scented water designed to essentially act as a perfume for infants.
And the latest, it was originally Bon Etoile, but they didn't, they ran it through focus group.
What song is that?
Bon Etoile.
What plays that in?
Bon Etoile.
Bon Etoile. South Pacific? Okay, no.
Anything in this century. Anything
Doesn't Bon Etoile mean good star? Then you mix it, whatever.
It's if you're buying $230 scented water for a baby, Good luck.
The formula
Well done, I say.
does not contain alcohol, features hints of pear,
Who makes
wild
this?
rose, and white musks.
Dior,
baby Dior.
There shouldn't even be a baby Dior.
Dipor by Dior.
They also have La Mousse Très Fondante, a foaming cleanser for the hair, face, and body, which will cost $95.
Do they have one of those, what is that, anti-aging cream?
For babies?
Rubber the baby make look like a fetus again. And what we're going to do is we went to the plastic surgeon to reattach the umbilical cord. We wanted her to look young. This is ridiculous.
Well, Tom, never mind. Yeah, there are people out there who spend that kind of money on babies.
Okay, I'm being told in Bowler, Wisconsin, there's no bowling alley.
Oh, that's a shame.
Just said that.
What am I going to do now? I was going to bowl.
Ruins the whole weekend.
I was going to bowl all day. Out of nothing.
You're going to gamble.
I guess I'll have to show up to the first show drunk. How about you, Tom? That was not me.
Well, let's move forward here. What else have you got over
The
there?
Wall Street Journal reports pet psychics are becoming more socially acceptable.
No, they're not.
Those who tell others about their experiences with animal communicators say they are more likely to be asked for referrals than be mocked. Animal communicator Nikki Vasquez charges $550 for 90-minute sessions and has a wait list of 7,600 people.
90, wait a minute.
I want to see documentation.
90 minutes of talking to a dog? I can barely get through 5 minutes talking to my dogs.
I thought I was going to be dragged into that. Thank you, Tom.
Early in Vasquez's career, a video she made about a session with a dog named Albie went viral. The dog told her he didn't like his nickname. She says he didn't specify what it was, only that it made people think he was large and overweight.
Is that right?
Vasquez said those were his exact words.
Exact words.
Uh-huh. I later found out his nickname was Big Al.
That's the big reveal?
Yeah.
You're going to fork over $500 to...
Come on.
Yeah. My pet, my dog's priest told me that this is bunk.
Really?
Yeah, the psychic stuff.
Your dog's Catholic?
Episcopal.
Oh, okay.
He believes in divorce, does he?
Fair enough.
So this woman claims she reads the minds of animals.
Yes. Pet psychic.
See, but this is beautiful as far as scams go. There's
Absolutely.
no way you can check.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think if you're thinking about doing this, you might want to spend that money on your own mental health. Maybe, wow.
Isn't there like TV, Long Island Psychic or something?
Long Island Medium?
Yeah. Isn't there where she reads, like famous people go to her and she tells them all about it? Reads their minds, I guess.
For the people or the dogs?
This is a whole other thing, people.
I mean, I imagine my dogs would go, don't put that Halloween costume on me again. Can I go out for a walk more often?
Boy, you're right. This is the best scam ever.
I'd like more food.
Yeah.
My dog's always asking for the same thing.
What?
BLT, hold the lettuce, and then instead of bread, steak.
Oh.
It's a very simple request. No lettuce. Do you ever have a dog you can throw them a BLT and they'll chomp, 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 and all of a sudden everything, the lettuce all comes out? They managed to, or you throw
No,
them.
because I don't feed my dogs BLTs.
You should.
You should.
You shouldn't feed your dog. Never mind.
They have a good time. Come on. You ever try to give a dog a pill and you wrap it in ground beef, cook it up? And then
I just put cheese around mine.
I get those little pill things at Costco that you put pill in.
For dogs?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
He thought he was being relatable.
Yeah.
You know when you give a dog a BLT.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like you get up Saturday morning, you give your butler and the maid their instructions.
Well, Josh, I know that you obviously you don't have a dog.
That's right.
So
I have a cat.
Does the cat know when
does
you're
the
going
cat
to...
Can cats eat leftovers?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what leftovers are?
Oh, it says Ace. Ace is laughing.
Look, Tom is really cracking himself up.
Does your kitty cat know when it's dinner time?
Yeah.
Is it like a pouch or dry or wet food?
Wet food at dinner, yeah.
And
does your kitty cat hear the can opener?
Can opener?
It's a pop top.
Yeah.
But yep.
Oh,
she
do you have
hears.
Fancy Feast?
No, it's a very.
Does she go in between your legs and?
Not as much as other cats have.
She doesn't jump on the counter, does she?
Yeah, she gets on the counter.
Hit you in the balls with her tail, stuff like that?
No, she's very
She
sweet.
sit on the table while you're eating and watch you?
She sits next to me in the booth. Yeah.
The booth?
Yeah, I have a diner booth.
Is there like...
Wait a minute, stop right there.
Cat hair?
You know this, yeah.
Cat hair in your food?
What's that?
Is there cat hair in your food?
Never, no.
Really?
Does she know to go to the booth before you sit down?
No, I sit and I'll, I have got my meal there, and then she sits up next to me. She sits right next to me on the booth, and I'll give her a few things. She likes salad. She likes lettuce and spinach, and and then she likes.
Oh God, a vegan cat! Can you
trust me, she likes.
if she runs heaven,
she likes steak and sushi. She really likes sushi.
Now, you said yesterday that you are a pro open-door bathroom habits.
Yes.
And so does she come in there in the bathroom and sit at your feet?
She does, yes, and I will pet her while I...
Is that really?
No.
Yeah. Not every time, but yes.
Does she compliment you on the odors?
Yes, she does. She
gives you a little paw up.
Did you ever say, can I bury that one? I make a couple trips. You make me go over there in the sand.
Have you ever thought how the cats know that they're supposed to go in the litter box?
Dude,
That's
my
fascinating to me.
has never had an accident in the house.
Right.
As soon as I got her, she knew to go in the litter box.
That's fascinating.
Yes.
It is fascinating.
Yep. It was crazy.
It's also one more reason not to have a sandbox in your backyard if your neighbor has cats.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
And little Jimmy, those aren't Lincoln logs.
Oh, boy. That's...
Hey, Artie, here's a guy who crapped in your sandbox.
So I'm sorry, so we're off the topic. So this lady is an animal psychic. There was a terrible movie made about this with Janine Garofalo. Remember that?
No, first off, that's a wonderful movie called The Truth About Cats and Dogs.
That is a good movie.
And I didn't remember her being a psychic.
I thought you were talking about the one Chevy Chase is the voice of Benji in one of those, right?
He was in Oh Heavenly Dog, right?
Yes. That is a great movie.
I remember not liking the other one. Okay, man, maybe it was a masterpiece. Would you pay $550 to have this lady read your dog's mind?
God, no. I don't want to know what my dogs are thinking. Do you?
What do you think they're thinking?
How lucky they are, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what. Why does that guy keep walking by and I have to bark at him all the time? That's what I don't know. What are they thinking?
There's that damn guy again.
He's running again. He's running by my house.
Okay.
Scientists have identified a new species of beetle that has genitalia shaped like a bottle opener.
Please tell me it's named after one of the Beatles.
Like a bottle opener.
Biologist Aslak Hansen and his colleagues made the discovery of the rove beetle belonging to the genus Loncovius. Researchers noted the male sexual organ of one of the 6 beetles is shaped remarkably like a bottle opener.
Handy.
Scientists gave it the name Loncovius carlsbergi.
Oh, after the Carlsberg Ale?
Is that right?
Hansen explained, we thought it obvious to dedicate the species to the Carlsberg Foundation, which has generously supported independent research for many years. A study describing the 6 new species was published in the Zoological Journal of the Linnean Society.
That's kind of cool.
Weird.
Unusual.
Yeah, it is
I wonder
weird.
why it's shaped that way.
Well,
There must be some
the
reason.
female must look like a cap. I don't know.
Well, one of it looks like a can. They got to get that open.
Yeah.
Pop that baby open. Interesting.
They haven't found anything like this since the
reef of
church keyed dicked grasshopper.
Or the corkscrew praying mantis. Or the...
Didn't think I'd be hearing that one today.
No.
The old church key.
Nearly 250 rodents that had been handed over to the Humane Society of Southern Arizona for adoption, instead of being adopted, were instead fed to reptiles.
Well, that's one way to use them.
Circle of life.
One man's adoption is another man's hearty
Breakfast.
meal.
If you don't like that, go adopt the lizards that they fed them to.
The Arizona shelter received a transfer of 323 animals from the San Diego Humane Society back in August. The rodents were transferred to Mr. Colton Jones, operator of the Fertile Turtle in Apache Junction. And while 60 animals were returned to the Humane Society, it was initially unclear what happened to the other 250.
That's the San Diego Not So Humane Society.
According to the report. See, these aren't I wouldn't call these rodents.
What are they?
I'd call them small animals.
Like what? What are we talking about?
Guinea pigs and rabbits? Those aren't rodents.
Whoa, rabbits.
Are they?
Hey, look, you get to share your enclosure, Mr. Rabbit, with this python.
They apparently were used as reptile feed in the Tucson area at the spot. What?
Hey, waste not, want not. You know.
Man.
They could have been flushed down the toilet.
You're not going to flush a guinea pig down the toilet.
Oh, you probably can.
Not without a plunger.
Oh, man.
little diving board.
When I
Chick, I don't
first
think you
read
can
that,
tell this story, but didn't you ask your father for a guinea pig once?
He gave me $50. Said, "Here, get yourself a nice girl." Yeah, I remember that.
And you can't. You're right. You can't.
Yeah, looking back, I probably should have censored myself. But that was a long time ago.
That was only 30 years ago. In defense of this place that fed the rodents to the other critters, what were they going to do? Have an adoption program to come adopt a guinea pig at the... No one wants those.
Oh, I think a lot of people want those. But then again,
people like rabbits and guinea pigs. Of course they do.
there are magicians out there that would like a rabbit.
Can you train a guinea pig?
That's the name of the critter.
That is, they're guinea pigs.
They're from New Guinea.
And I don't.
Have you heard
say
Christy's
rodent,
story?
I think rats and mice.
Christy,
right?
do you remember your story about the guinea pigs in the kitchen?
Oh yeah. No, well, I was in Mexico once on vacation. We went to a home of a Mayan family.
Oh.
And they had a nice,
Selfish people. That's a Mayan.
And they're showing us around their home, and they had a pit in their kitchen with these cute little guinea pigs.
My, what a beautiful pit.
Not a pit. Well, like dug out of the, they couldn't get out.
What a lovely dirt floor. What a vacation.
It's a guinea pig pen.
Yeah. And I said, "Oh, those are so cute." And the lady who was hosting the tour pulls me outside and she goes, "That's their dinner." Yes. Yeah. They're not pets.
Wow.
Okay, me bad.
Did you try some?
I did not. I wasn't invited to dinner.
Do you
after
eat it
I
off?
said
Do you eat it off the bone, or do they fillet it?
the guinea pigs? I don't know.
I wonder what the hardest part about eating a guinea pig is.
Go ahead.
Getting his leg apart. Her legs apart. What?
Close. Legs plural. And her back.
I think you bred them. The ears actually are.
Oh, come on.
Didn't you once ask your dad if you could eat a guinea pig?
He said, here's $100.
Go eat a nice girl. Okay.
Go eat a nice girl.
Thank you very much.
Oh, well, that went well.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for doing those.
You know what? I almost don't care that nobody's having a good time but us. Yeah. Almost.
I'll tell you what. We're gonna have a good time. When we hit Wisconsin for a special edition of this show from Bowler at the North Star Mohegan Casino Resort coming up on Friday morning. Speaking of Wisconsin, Gardner's Wisconsin cheese and sausage has a couple things to tell you about. The perfect gift to send to a friend. What have you got, Josh?
Well, I'd like to share this email we got from Mike. He says they checked out the website, GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. And they made a purchase. Mike goes on to say, my fiance, Amy, and I enjoyed a number of products this past weekend, and they thoroughly enjoyed each one, especially the baked cheeses. We look forward, he says, to the additional items purchased, and we'll purchase again. Thank you for talking about Gardner's Wisconsin cheese. Well, thank you, Mike and Amy. Boy, he's not wrong, man. That oven-baked cheese, it comes to you. You can cook it up. How it arrives pre-baked, you heat it and eat it. You can grill it, skillet, or air fry it. We had some last week. The bacon cheddar was just amazing. For the sophisticated palate, try the super sharp aged cheddars from 4 to 17 years. My favorite has to be that 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful, but still creamy, melts in your mouth. And guess what? Everything they make fresh in the morning, most often delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. We're talking the freshest curds. There's white cheddar, there's garlic dill. Check out GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. Try everything. You'll see the difference, and then you'll know what to get those hard-to-buy-for people in your life this holiday season from GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. Remember, cheese is always a good idea, and why not add some of that summer sausage or those meat sticks that make the perfect stir stick for Bloody Marys? Man, oh man. Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com. That's GARDNERS. GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Perfect gift. Get on it right now. Very, very tasty. We're going to be in Wisconsin once again on Friday. Coming up, your history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're...
The steroid era is about to start entering the Hall of Fame.
I think so. Might happen. Let me grab that.
Okay.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Greg, it's Babe Ruth.
Hey, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, here in the Hall of Fame, right?
Sure is.
Yeah, sure, Dad. You know, we don't get the best reception up here in heaven, so let me get this right, Dad. I heard we got a pudgy old bag named Rains headed to Cooperstown.
Well, never mind. Why bother? Yes, you're
Hey,
correct.
they've lowered their standards. I knew it was bad when Cobb didn't go to bed for the last 2 days and still washed his sheets.
Hi-oh.
Dad, back in my day, if you didn't hit at least 600 home runs and bang twice as many dames, you didn't stand a chance. And how? Now they got these steroids we hear about. Hell, all we had was yellow fever, polio, and warts. And that's just what they put in the hot dogs, Dad. Hey, listen, the train's leaving. We got Gigawater and a box of Stogies. I'll see you in Cooperstown.
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Well, yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skillet, air fry it.
Oh, we're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. But you cook the cheese, I guess.
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
Can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Agents protecting President Joe Biden's granddaughter opened fire after 3 people tried to break into an unmarked Secret Service vehicle in Washington. This happened late Sunday night in the Georgetown neighborhood. Agents were assigned to protect Naomi Biden when they saw the 3 people breaking a window of the parked and unoccupied SUV. According to the Secret Service, one of their agents opened fire but did not strike anyone. Washington has seen a significant rise in the number of carjackings and car thefts this year. And the Bellagio fountains on the Las Vegas Strip won't be very visible. No gondolas will be in the Venetian Resort Canal, and views of the roadway from beneath the glittering casino marquees will be limited as Formula One comes to town this week. Organizers, local officials, and hotel operators believe disruptions and discomforts will be forgotten amid a spectacle they hope will put Las Vegas next to Monaco on the list of host cities for Grand Prix events around the world. They expect the races Thursday through Saturday will draw some of the most moneyed spectators in sports to the state of Nevada. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Josh stole an apple pie over the weekend from someone's windowsill.
Yes, it was cooling on the sill there.
Josh lives in 1965. Is where Josh.
The aroma floated in front of my nose, and I flew to the windowsill.
And we have pies coming for Thanksgiving. That's right, my pie lady.
I'm going to throw mine in the street.
I hope it's a whipped cream pie because I'm going to hit it right in the mush.
Thank you very much.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
How many times have you been auditioning for like a civic theater production or a Broadway musical or a church show or a school show or something like that? And you had a great audition, you sang a song, maybe you told a joke or two, and then the director comes up to you and says,
Great audition, kid, and your resume looks good, but do you know any pig Latin?
You'll never be caught in this position again if you enroll now in Haji's Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin. At the Haji Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin, you'll learn to act your way through some of the world's greatest theatrical masterpieces, and you'll do them entirely in Pig Latin. Things like Death of a Salesman. Old reruns of Hogan's Heroes.
Ink clay. Oh, yay, idiot, yay.
Oh, yay, Ice Ray. General J. Orculter Bay. And, of course, the classics of Shakespeare.
Ute eBay. Oye, atne, ute eBay. At they, is ye, aye, eschenque. The way,
There's still some financial scholarships available for women aged 18 to 25. Let me teach you to act in Pig Latin. For more information, write to Haji or phone 1-800-UKSHME. Do it now.
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I actually I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
Oh, that woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were.
That hurts your ears?
Yes.
This right here?
Oh, I can't.
I'm sorry. Did it really hurt your ears?
Yeah.
Does any hurt anybody else's?
No.
No, but I think we all know his headphones are kind of weird or different.
You found it quite rhythmic, right?
I did, but I don't want Tom to be hurt.
I don't want either. I thought you were.
I know that was not your intent.
No, it certainly wasn't. I
Protect
would
the
never
ears, protect
hurt
the
your
ears.
ears. I would kiss your face. I'm sorry.
No, you won't. Now, I forget what's my duty here. Oh,
duty.
What are you talking about?
Okay, date. Give me a date.
14. November 14.
14, Daddy.
Isn't it King Charles's 75th birthday today?
Oh, she just knew that off the top of her head.
I did.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That's embarrassing. Why?
Why is it embarrassing? I read the news. Is that embarrassing?
You don't pass over any story about the royal family. There's important things to read about, and then there's King Charles.
When they reconquer us, I'm going to be on a protected role.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's start with... Oh, this is good. We were just talking off the air about Philadelphia because Pat lived there for quite some time.
Really? I hadn't heard that.
He called it a cesspool. I don't know why.
No, it's a great spot. Patty, 1732.
Yes.
This man was hired to do what? His name, Louis Timothy.
Louis Timothy, I don't know.
Plumbing. Plumbed the whole
Louis
east
Timothy.
side.
He cut the clover.
He was the first professional librarian in America.
That's hard to believe that
A man was once a librarian?
Like Philadelphia would worry about books.
Why?
Okay.
Isn't it the most illiterate city in the...
I think so. Yeah.
1732.
Father's role.
38% of people can't read.
First man to go, shh.
I like that. It's very good.
That's pretty good, Tom.
Okay. And by the way, don't hush me in the bookstore, buddy.
Oh, here we go.
You're right, Tom.
No, it's a bookstore. It's
Yep.
not, if you're there to read and not buy anything, that's too bad. I'm going to yell at as much as I want. It's a bookstore. Okay. Here's a good one. Moby Dick, published in 1851.
He had that BDE.
The book, you'll know this, Josh, the book, a huge flop.
Yeah.
It did not become popular until the 1920s.
Yeah, Melville didn't really get to enjoy the success of that.
Dick flopped, if you will. Let's see. Oh, did you know the original title?
I forget exactly what. It's Moby Dick and something, right? Or
in A Whale of Two Cities.
That's right. How can I forget?
Again.
Dickens stole it from him.
Another home run.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I don't know anything about this. Franklin Leslie in 1882 killed Billy the Kid Claiborne in Tombstone, Arizona.
I've been there.
That's convenient.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought it was the coward Robert Ford.
Yeah.
Or is that Jesse James?
That's Jesse James.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if the place is called Tombstone, you know what you're getting.
Yeah, you're going to get your own tombstone.
Good pizza.
Pizza.
Good
Yeah,
pizza.
that or
Oh, there you
pizza.
go.
Pizza for every pot.
Now, this is one of my favorite impressions that Chick does.
Uh-oh.
1993.
Yes.
Miami Dolphins head coach Don Shula.
Yes, man. I'm Don Shula. I've been dead for 7 years.
Most wins in NFL history.
Most wins in NFL.
You know, I'll ask you this, Ace. Do you know who's number 2?
No.
Bill Belichick. He's with 331, and the way his teams are playing, maybe
that's going to be it.
maybe waiting a while.
What is he? 2-7 right now?
Yikes! Happy birthday! You'll know this one, Christy. This is up your alley.
Yes.
Claude Monet,
Yes.
1840, famous
Painter.
And what type of painting did he do?
Water lilies.
And he's known as a
impressionist.
He's no Frank Galiendo.
No,
Frank Gorshin. Or Frank Gorshin.
Yeah, no.
His middle name was Balls.
Ah, yes.
Claude Balls Monet.
That's right.
Had a cat.
That's right.
Love the OJs. Money.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Okay, here's a question for you, Pat Godwin.
Sir.
Born 1909.
Yeah.
He would become Senator Joseph McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite color?
What?
Red.
Ironically. Red. And by the way, how did that get switched? I never understood.
I never understood that either.
No, red always meant commie. What happened?
You know who McCarthy's toady was? Attorney?
Yeah, sure.
Confidant?
Who?
Absolutely.
Roy Cohn.
Roy Cohn.
Oh.
Roy Cohn.
And as Christy pointed out,
pointy head.
happy birthday, King Charles. Isn't there a candy bar named the King Charles?
What?
There's a Charleston shoe.
Oh, there you go. The Charles. I was thinking.
There's a
potato
dog.
chip, right?
King Charles.
Charles Chips.
Charles Chips.
King Charles Spaniel, I think.
Okay. Happy birthday to a good friend of the show, the great Harland Williams.
Oh,
Rocket Man, etc.
Love him.
Nothing.
Time now.
And one more thing. One of my favorites, Patrick Warburton.
Oh, yeah.
Born in
The Tick.
1964. Famous on Seinfeld.
Sure.
Putty.
And
Rules of Engagement, a fine show.
Mm-hmm.
I love that show.
Me too. Yeah.
Bravery got you up in the morning, and now fear's trying to take your pants off.
I mean, he's great. He's
amazing. Tom had a dog issue this morning.
Yeah.
That did not involve poop, he said.
Nope.
I don't believe him.
No, I had to take the dogs out a little earlier than usual. We had a nice time.
I wanted to know if anybody here had been headbutted. The answer was no.
Yes. In soccer practice, I got my nose broken.
The answer was yes.
I headbutted at a comedy show.
Michigan
Wait a minute.
coach Jim Harbaugh.
I told you guys last
chickens.
Friday.
You got your head butted at a comedy show?
Yeah, down in Memphis.
Well, that's because you start fights with people.
Yeah,
you try
Pat.
to
That's what I
comedy
do.
in front of.
Yeah.
That's where comedy comes from, fights.
He is right.
He does this a lot. Why aren't you laughing? What's your problem? The only one I can see is you. Stuff like that. Oh, I've seen it.
Where's the fight and what's it about? That's my motto.
Tom told Christy about Led Zeppelin 4.
Yeah, boy.
Such with that again. Tom accused me and Josh of twiddling our yanks. Or yanking our tweets.
I will not be accused of things I am guilty of.
No, that makes sense.
Josh gets updates from Red Lobster.
I get the fresh catch. And what we find out?
Cheddar Bay stuffing is available.
That's exactly right.
Very excited.
I will eat it all.
Christy Lee told us all about her engagement, and that gave us all a chance to take a quick nap.
Exactly.
It's a nice story, Christy. Congratulations. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom